Kings he end up with a -5 in a minute?
Hard 30 tonight.
First of all, I don't believe in numbers.
Don't get fooled. Grab a drink, because this is hangover time. Go, G.
Hey, where'd I go? Hey, listen, the Heat lose. Man, fuck these people. What a shit show. We all deserve better than whatever the fuck that was off. You have a week off. You change your team. You bring a bunch of new fucking players. You give the fan base hope. And you know what you fucking do? You lay a goddamn egg. Because all these dudes just fucking suck. Right? From Gabe to fucking Max to Duncan to all these fucking bozos. They're just straight fucking ass. And I'm just sick of it. I think the fan base should be sick of it. I think the organization should be sick of it. I know that everyone in this panel is sick of it. And I'm just fucking tired. Chat's right. We lose and it's G. I can't control these things. We're having technical difficulties like the Heat's offense and defense. They can't get shit right. They look bad. You have a fucking week where you're like, you know what? Maybe we'll be good. Maybe we'll come back after this break and maybe suddenly they'll be good. And then the Knicks win. I fucking hate the Knicks. I hate the fucking Knicks. What an ugly fucking arena. And fuck these people. Alf, take it away.
Whew, what a night. Can't get my fucking computer to work. Can y'all hear me? Like, is this working?
Yeah, you're fine.
Can you see me? Like, can you see me? Or am I invisible like the Heat's
At least
fucking
you showed
offense?
up. At least you showed up on like the
Am I invisible like the Heat's 3-point shooting? Like, is anybody seeing me? Is anybody within the sound of my voice? Do you fucking people hear me? What the fuck is going on with the shooting? What did they score? 7 threes tonight, G? 7 threes?
That many?
In 2023, 7 3-pointers?
That many?
That would have been shitty for 1988. It's 2023. Motherfuckers are hitting 25 threes a game, and we're hitting 7. Like, after a trade deadline where you do fucking nothing, right? After an all-star, in the middle of an all-star break, you finally got a little feel-good behind this team. They bring in Kevin Love. They signed a monster, apparently, in Cody Zeller.
Yeah,
and you're starting to fucking feel good. Things are starting to fall into place. They actually have a real power forward. Guys get to go back into their proper roles. And what do? They come out and lay this fucking stinker. This horrible fucking game. Like, this shit wasn't even a fucking contest from the fucking very beginning. Take me out, Brass. I mean, come the fuck on. Like, this is what you come out of the break with. This fucking piss poor shit effort. And listen, I don't care who your favorite is. I don't care who your favorite player is, who you cape for, who you stand for. They were all trash tonight.
Not mine.
All trash. Except for Kyle Lowry. Apparently, motherfucker is the key to the Heat's fucking offense. Like, I don't care who you stand. They were trash tonight. I don't care if you stand Bam Adebayo, because that motherfucker was getting, like, people were sailing past his ass to the rim.
Couldn't make a
I have no fucking idea. I mean, he couldn't stop Bobby Portis. So don't give me your Bam Adebayo hot takes tonight.
Bobby Portis, a guy Miami passed on.
Listen, I mean, we could have used Jay Crowder tonight, I guess. Fuck. Anybody would have been better than what we had out there. Anyway, listen, let's get to the show. Because I want to be done. I can't talk about this team too much tonight. They're a playing team, and playing teams shouldn't get post-game shows. Like, they shouldn't. I'm sorry. Like, they don't deserve post-game shows. They barely deserve a fucking Spaces.
Well, G, do we still get paid to not.
No, yeah, you get
do-
we get paid. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, you get. Yeah, don't listen to Alf. You know, we
No,
deserve.
we don't deserve it.
No, yeah, we. You know,
We don't deserve it.
you know, they
Anyway.
don't. They don't deserve it, but we deserve it.
If we get paid, I'm done, and we'll fucking call the show right now.
we should get paid double for the night for doing a show about this team.
Fuck it, I'll take my chances. Not kidding. Fine.
Troppy Baby says the playback was brutal. Of course it was. That was not an entertaining fucking contest. Like that wasn't an entertaining basketball game. Anyway, I'm Alphonse Sidney, aka Alf954. Welcome into this bootleg version of the Miami Heat Beat post-game show hangover time. I don't have a microphone. I'm in a new place. My Wi-Fi is shitty. I can't get my fucking laptop to work. So if you're watching live on Twitch, God bless you for putting up with that game and for also putting up with this shitty-ass fucking post-game show. Not for any other no other reason than my shitty Wi-Fi. If you're watching live on Twitch, that's twitch.tv/Miami Heat Beat. We do have a special thing for our Twitch viewers tonight. Even if you're watching on YouTube, you want to go to Twitch, you want to subscribe, because for every 5 subscribers, our boy Kenny was good. Kenny. The only highlight of tonight.
You know what, man? I'm drinking a Jack and Coke tonight. I don't have much else to say right now because I know what the real question is that we're going to get to after you get to everybody, and I have a whole lot to say about that. So just get to everybody first and then come back to me when it's time.
I will get back to you. But Kenny and I had a little wager about who would be the starting power forward in tonight's game. I said it would be Kevin Love. Kenny said it would be Caleb Martin. So the loser of that bet was Kenny, and whoever lost that bet had to take a shot for every 5 Twitch subscribers. All right, so if you are on Twitch, hit that subscribe button. Gift subscriptions. The more subscriptions you buy, the more Kenny has to drink. And the only highlight of tonight will be maybe getting Kenny Spence drunk because there's nothing else good to talk about tonight.
And there goes Eric the Great, 539, gave out 5 community gift subs.
Oh, here we go.
And you know what? Just to keep things fun, I'm going to do it too.
What are you shooting, Brass?
Oh, I got some Karuba Jamaican rum.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Really, really good shit. Kenny, ready? You want to? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll swing with you, Kenny.
I'll cheers to that, bro.
Alf's actually a little jealous.
Yeah. Honestly, Kenny, I wish I had lost tonight. I fucking wish because I need shots. But if you're watching live on Twitch, thank you. Go ahead and hit us up with those subscriptions. The more you subscribe, the drunker Kenny will get. If you're watching live on the 5 Reasons YouTube page, we love you as well. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're listening tomorrow on your podcast feed, whether it's Spotify, whatever you like to listen to podcasts on, we love you the most because that's where we make the most money. Look at G. Just very excited about that. Always download the podcast, whether you listen to it or not. Just play it in the background.
Just auto download.
But after a night like tonight, I will go to Kenny last as requested. But Brass, I want to find out who kicked our ass.
They kicked our ass.
I miss Kelly in that graphic. He was always the funniest.
I just finally realized Kelly was no longer in that graphic last week. Shows how much I pay attention.
I changed it so long ago.
And Brass is like, all this work I do, and Alf does not even pay attention. So
I missed it. I missed Kelly.
Brass, who kicked our ass tonight?
Fucking Myers Leonard. God damn it. Are you kidding me? This fucking guy on a 10-day comes out there, and he hits a 3, the whole 5 points. It's just pissing me off. Stop stealing our fucking moment. I just I don't know. Whatever. Happy for you. Listen, he did a lot of work in the Jewish community, and I will give Myers props for putting in the work. And if he's good enough to play in the league again, I'm cool with it. But did you fucking have to have your first game back against us when we had our whites who didn't do anything tonight? Like, it just feels wrong.
I'm not Jewish, so fuck Myers Leonard.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Wow. Okay.
Giancarlo Navas, who kicked our ass tonight?
Brass, to your point about Myers, I mean, it was crazy how he was standing on the bench the whole time. I couldn't believe it. Listen, I don't think anybody on the Bucks in particular kicked our ass. I think the Heat's just fucking piss poor attitude and effort kicked our ass tonight. These dudes had no life, and it was legitimately pitiful to watch. So like we kicked our own ass. Milwaukee's a shit offense, and they just absolutely bent over for them. It was just horrible. I'm also drinking a penicillin.
Oh, I didn't even say what I'm drinking because I forgot. I usually don't even make drinks after it. I made a fucking weird drink tonight called a death flip because this
awesome.
team is death right now. This is kind of a disgusting concoction of Blanco tequila, yellow chartreuse, Jägermeister, simple syrup, and a whole egg.
A whole
And-
egg?
and
Like
a
just
whole
not
egg.
the white, just the
Not
whole
just the
fucking
whites.
egg?
No, we're not focusing on the whites this month. All right,
Yeah,
G,
that's
and some grated nutmeg
right,
on
the
the top.
heat ain't
It's
focused
actually
on
it's
the
better
whites.
than the sum of its parts.
Or the whites ain't focused on the Heat.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, shit. Anyway, except for Cody Zeller. Shout out to him. Kenny, who kicked our ass tonight?
You know what, man? I don't have that either, but I got some shit to get off my chest, and I don't want to wait no more. First things first, let me just clear this up. It's Friday. I don't mind drinking as much as I need to drink. I'm here for the show. It's all fun. Great. Second of all, I like the Kevin Love signing. I think Kevin Love is going to bring a lot of stuff to this team that they need. I do not understand throwing him into the starting lineup when he hasn't started in 2 years because he hasn't been good enough flat out. And I think, look, what I've been saying all season since the same fucking conversation was about Tyler Hero is, look, the bench is what needs help. Do not touch the starters. Don't touch the starters. I understand you want that extra 3 inches of height. Great. But all that matters with the starters is how they come out in the first 6 minutes. And all season long, this team has consistently beat the fuck out of. Oh, I'm gonna get to the size comment, Cartiana. You just wait on it. All season long, this team has been beating the fuck out of teams in the first 6 minutes, and that's including Caleb Martin. And so I'm watching with an open mind because I'm not Eric Spoelstra. He's smarter than me. I want to be convinced of this so bad, and I already lost a bet, so I don't care. I'm watching this, and I'm watching the Bucks look Tyler Hero dead in his fucking face and say, "No, you good tonight." Kevin Love getting this action layup line. Over and over again, layup line, layup line, layup line. And I know people are gonna say, "Oh, well, it's the Bucks. You what are you gonna do? It's the Bucks." Fuck that shit. I don't want to hear that because at the end of the day, all this shit about them needing size is a farce. The reality is, you don't need size to guard Pascal Siakam. You don't need size to guard Draymond Green, PJ Tucker. You may need size to guard Karl Anthony Towns. But you just put Bam on him because you don't need size to guard Rudy Gobert. This whole fucking thing is based around playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. And they went out there and they laid a fucking egg in the first quarter because they had somebody out there who has never been a good defender. And I understand people don't blame the shooting. Yes, the shooting was bad. The shooting has been bad all season. The shooting is not going to magically get fixed because you add a 35% three-point shooter who can't attack a closeout. And again, I'm fine with the move. I'm fine with him coming in. I don't care what the role is, but you don't, as one of the best coaches in league history, I understand it from fans. I understand it from media. You don't overlook production for 3 inches of height. That's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And I had to sit down, I had to watch the shit. And then Caleb comes in cold. And I understand everybody wants him to go back to his role from last year. He was great last year, coming off the bench, defending, running his lanes, cutting. He can do all that off the bench. Great. On this team, off the bench, when he runs these lanes and when he cuts and does all that, who the fuck is going to pass him the ball? Like, I just don't. And again, I'm fine with the drinking. I'm fine with losing the bet. I trust Eric Spoelstra. And I'm not coming to no real conclusions off of one game. But the starters are supposed to set the tone, and they've been setting a hell of a tone all season long for it to be ruined by the bench. And that's fine, whatever. But Eric Spoelstra broke the one fucking thing that didn't need fixing. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit back because I'm not the person who's going to sit there and I'm not going to Spo's having a bad season. I don't think I'm smarter than Spo. I don't think I'm smarter than Andy Edsberg. I'm going to give it a chance, but I just don't understand why you would break the one thing this season, the one redeeming quality this season that didn't need fixing, the starting lineup. I don't understand it. And I'm sitting here watching this bullshit ass game when they're getting blown out. They can't get anything going because nobody can score. Well, again, Kevin Love's not fixing the scoring because in that first 6 minutes, you have to get Bam involved. You have to get Jimmy involved. You have to get Tyler involved. There's no time for Kevin Love with the cute shit, shooting his threes and all that. So they're not going to get to him. So his playmaking that he brings in that lineup with those three guys is fucking pointless. Bring him off the bench with people he can pass the ball to because, again, the bench has no playmaking, and he's an elite playmaking big. I don't understand the move, but whatever. I'll take my drinks, but that fucking this idea and this move just pissed me off, man, and I don't get it. And I'm glad the Bucks kept the starters in as long as they did because they deserve it. Because why the fuck would you do that? You could take me out, Brass.
I think that was the first time the rant music ran out in the middle of a rant.
I liked it with the other music. I thought it was really funny. Kenny's just being like, maximum
this
angry.
smooth music and Kenny's getting upset.
Kenny was just like, Kenny was so mad, and it was like the funniest music, and I was fucking dying.
Listen, I love you, Kenny, but I disagree with almost everything you said. But I still love you, and I love your passion. I love that you're upset about this.
I agree with parts of what Kenny said. I think he's right in that the starting lineup didn't need fixing, but I just think that like they're just not good enough as constructed, and I think that it was worth a try. And I think that this was a bad team to start this with, but I think it's for sure worth a look at like, okay, like can we get Bam in better help positions on defense? And I think more than anything, Kenny, I think that they just didn't force enough turnovers tonight as a result of a bigger lineup. And I always thought to that Cooper Moorhead stat that said when they, if you discount possessions where they turn opponents over, they have like the 26th worst defense. And tonight, I think the Bucks had 5 or 6 turnovers. Miami had 4, and they lost by that many. Like you have 4 turnovers a game and you lose by that much. Like, so I think there's some validity to what you said, but I also think that we need to see this play out because there's some positives and you have to give some back, but we gotta kind of wait and see.
See, here's what I'll say to that because Kenny's like outright disagreeing with some of my takes, so I'll defend my takes on the whole matter. Caleb looked really good tonight because Caleb was back in the fucking position he's supposed to be in. Caleb is supposed to be an energy guy off the bench. He's supposed to come in and do what he does. Like he's supposed to give you a spark, right? And that's what he did. And honestly, Kevin Love didn't hit any shots tonight, but the starting lineup was not bad with Kevin Love tonight. The starting lineup didn't lose the game. Once again, the problem is not Kevin Love. It's not Caleb Martin. It's Gabe Vincent. It's Max Strus. It's Duncan Robinson. It's Tyler Hero. It's everybody else on this fucking team that can't hit a shot to save their goddamn lives. Nobody ever said the Kevin Love starting it wasn't saying that Caleb Martin wasn't doing a good job. Caleb Martin was doing the best he could out of position, out of the role that he should be playing. Caleb Martin is not a starting power forward in the NBA. Like, I don't care whatever cute shit that Spo and Andy and all these guys decide to draw up and try to convince us after missing out on every power forward in the offseason. And they try to say, oh, Caleb Martin's our starting power forward. Even Bam was talking about, yeah, nigga's playing out of position. Caleb knows he's out of position. He's been a guard his entire life. And now he's playing power forward. And they made it work. But at some point, it's not going to work anymore. You have to get to some kind of offense, some kind of roster, some kind of rotation that actually works. And Caleb being an energy guy off the bench, coming in after Jimmy, causing havoc on the defensive end, is where he is most comfortable. And he looked really good in that position tonight. So it wasn't Caleb's fault. Caleb was in the role he's supposed to be playing, and he did great, right? Kevin Love was in the role that maybe he'll be playing going forward. He didn't make any shots, but honestly, he didn't take anything away from the team. He was fine. The rest of the team, the rest of these guys who've been here for years now and somehow just forgot how to fucking play basketball, like Victor Oladipo. What the fuck was he doing out there? Gabe Vincent out here doing fucking cardio. Max Strus. I mean, listen, what the – I was saying trade Max for a second-round pick. Do something. Get rid of him because you ain't paying him in the offseason. Not after this year. What the fuck? Like that is the problem. Like they just have so many guys coming out there completely unproductive, right? And Giannis goes out. And you got to say, okay, well, if Giannis is out, at least maybe Jimmy doesn't have to play 40 minutes before a back-to-back. Jimmy doesn't play, but Giannis wasn't even there. You can't stop Bobby Portis. Like it's just a fucking there's too many guys out there that are just giving you absolutely nothing. Right? So I don't want to hear about Kenny, I don't agree that it was a Kevin Love, Caleb Martin situation that was a problem. I think that was a change that needed to be made. But for somebody has to fucking make shots.
Well, so some of that we are on the same page with. I do think Kevin Love brings some stuff offensively, and they could get more creative. There's more flexibility there with the offense. I don't think he should start, but at some point we do have, like you said, which I agree with you the most, and I don't even talk like this, but at this point, I don't care anymore. This team fucking sucks. They fucking stink. And so they were able to force those turnovers and get out to these early starts and then be able to play from ahead. That's what upset me tonight. They didn't even have the opportunity to do that because they changed the lineup that usually does that. But I said it on Twitter too. I don't blame any player for this really. It's the team as a whole is just not good. And I think it's safe to say at this point in the season they're not good. Mm-hmm. But what's upsetting me is that they changed the one thing that was working.
Yeah, but but even if it's working, it was working. So okay, we don't lose by 29, we lose by 27. Like I just don't think it's really going to make to be so passionate about it. To me, I'm almost more excited about just fucking shaking something up, just some sort of movement. I was kind of excited about the prospect of Kevin Love starting because like, okay, here's someone really pumped to be here. We don't know. We don't truly know what the ceiling on that is going to look like on this team. And I'm not going to freak out and say like, well, he's not a good addition because it's one game against a team that is fucking rolling right now, by the way. Like the Bucks are really good. So as G said, like this is not a good game to judge anything on. I was a little relieved. I was a little relieved that Spo actually made the adjustment because we all know how fucking stubborn. We admit Spo is a wonderful fucking coach and knows better than the rest of us, but he can be unbelievably stubborn. And the fact that he actually inserted Kevin Love into the starting lineup tonight really makes it so Spo is really unhappy with the way shit looks as a whole.
And Brass, where I'm going to disagree with you is, yes, there are a lot of things. This is a tough game to gauge, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to gauge the Kevin Love situation. I'm not going to go crazy over Cody Zeller, so even though he looked like
MVP.
Yeah, he looked great. In those backup 5 minutes that have been an albatross all season long. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to overreact. But what I'm going to continue to react to is the shooting from everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't new. It has nothing to do with Kevin Love. It has nothing to do with Cody Zeller. It has nothing to do with Jimmy Butler playing under 30 minutes. It has nothing to do with Bam. Like, Tyler can't shoot. Max can't shoot. Nobody can shoot. 7 3-pointers in an NBA game in 2023. That is insane. It's insane, bro.
1,000%. This team is not good. It's just not. It's just not
good.
good.
Hamish. Like, bro, they gotta score. Stop asking for more guys that can't score. Hamish is one of the worst offensive players in the league. I like Hamish, but Hamish is the kind of guy, if you're clicking on all cylinders, you can bring in a defensive specialist. Mm-hmm. They can't score. You can't have guys like Hamish out there. Anyway.
So I do have two things to say. One, I don't like it. I'm very vocal about that, but I'm completely open-minded to being wrong about it. Second thing is, I'm already drunk and my back hurts, so this is going to be a rough night.
It's almost over. We ain't gonna be out here for
Come on, we need some more. We need some more subs because I would like another drink too. I drove from DC today. It was like a 6-hour drive, and I got here like
we only have 5 subs so far.
King Ollie Show resubscribed for 1 month of tier 1 and said, "Welp." So really, we just need 4 more, which is
All
cool.
right, fuck, we're taking a shot for that King Ali sub.
That's right.
Let's go. Hey, and listen, a guy on 5 Reasons gave $5 to say.
Oh fuck yeah, that counts.
Oh,
To
we
say,
gotta put him up. Yeah.
hold on, I gotta find the comment. He's like,
I
Tyler got to
got
go
it,
this
G, I
off
got it.
season. So I know that we don't agree. Yeah,
Jason,
but whatever. Fuck it. $5 is
Adewale.
$5. I mean, it's Ethan's $5, but
Tyler got to go this offseason too. 20 points and 20 shots, not going to cut it. Listen, I don't care about Tyler going or not, but no, tonight was bad. Really fucking bad. Missing floaters like that he normally makes. Like they can't survive. They can't survive like this many guys being this fucking terrible. And at the same time, Milwaukee shooting the fucking lights out. Like somebody's got to stop Bobby Portis, man. Like, like, come on. It's a fucking joke at this point.
I can't survive being a game and a half behind the Knicks. Game and a half behind the Knicks.
oh man, look at that. Crab just gave 5 tier 1 subs. Adam's the man. Listen, shout out to Heathcliff.
No, please.
The Jimmy Show.
All right.
Hey, where is Nikola Jovic, man? That's what I want to see at this point.
Exactly.
He was Brady Hawk reported he was the last one in the practice facility the other day. So there's
The rest of the motherfuckers need to practice.
Hey man, let me tell you something. I think they lost today on defense, and that's not something that normally happens.
Yeah.
We know that their offense is stinky.
No,
and
no.
they
Well, they lost on defense and offense.
Yeah, no, they lost on defense and offense,
Yeah,
but I mean,
all
they
around
gave up
shit game.
they gave up 40 fucking 1 points in the first quarter, and then they gave up 70 in the half. Like that's just not going to happen many times this year. Milwaukee, I think, is just unique. I think that they had like 4 days to practice a new defensive scheme where they don't do this a lot. Like they showed Kevin Love really, really high, and they had other guys rotate behind him. And that's new. They haven't done that. And if you remember, the Iguodala and Crowder trade, as that happened, they sucked after that. It took them a while to fit. Remember, Crowder was getting burned on switches, and nobody knew where to be.
They limped into COVID after that trade.
They limped into COVID. So I know that this is not the same thing, and I know that that's not what anybody wants to hear. I don't think the team that forces the most turnovers in the league is going to force a team without Giannis pretty much to have less than 10 turnovers. I just think that it was kind of anomalous, but it was anomalous.
I don't care.
No. Let me finish.
The shooting is not anomalous.
No, I know.
Like, honestly,
I know.
I don't
They
care
suck.
that they lost this
They
game.
suck. Listen,
It's the
we
fact
know.
that, bro, like, at some point,
I know.
when are you going to shoot like a modern NBA team?
I mean, I don't know. They don't have
Struz
players.
Brick, Gabe Brick, Caleb Brick, fucking Love Brick, Duncan Brick. Like, come
And
the fuck
Bam.
on.
And Milwaukee, they left the middle of the floor wide open. And Miami took so many mid-range shots that they're good at. Bam, I don't know how many fucking mid-range pull-ups, mid-range floaters that Bam missed and that Tyler missed that they're good at. And it's like, you're just like, that's the one thing that they've been fucking good at all season, and they couldn't even do that. Their shooting sucks. Their movement shooters are awful. They can't get any separation anymore. That's like the other like fucking unsung thing. None of these guys are running through screens and getting any kind of separation because it's like they've all fucking gotten really slow or something. It's been absurd.
I think the emphasis is gone on that. Like the emphasis on guys running through screens and getting open and really. I used to complain about the fact that we used to play like a college team, like doing DHOs and picks all around the perimeter. But we've completely de-emphasized that, right?
And Alf, you know the thing? They de-emphasized that because Kyle Lowry came and they became more of a pick and roll team. That guy's gone, and now they're trying to run the same offense that they had when he was here.
With
nobody to run it.
Gabe Vincent's not that guy. He's not that guy, pal. Hey, King Ollie Show, 5 tier 1 subs. Drink up, motherfuckers. Happy Friday. I like this penicillin.
Danny, you are not taking shots.
I know you don't.
Hey,
I know
man.
you don't like.
Look, I'm not a heavy drinker usually, and I ran out of what I actually do. I don't feel like dealing with that guy's like not answering on time. So I'm taking my time with this, man. I'm gonna still be drunk as hell because
I volunteer as tribute.
I'm a lightweight.
Brass got this shit.
Brass, take another shot. Or
What?
Did you just...
Oh shit!
The one who got most fucked up at Duffy's, that was Joey and I. Kenny didn't get that fucked up.
Bro,
whoa,
And Joey still drove me home.
I don't remember getting home from Duffy.
I didn't get fucked up off alcohol. Shout out to Joey.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't say anything. I'm not throwing anything under the bus. I'm not a fucking cop. I'm not a snitch.
Hey man,
Who spilled the Hennessy at the sushi restaurant? Was that you, Kenny?
No,
Or was that Joey?
Wasn't
I
me.
think it was the other black guy. Fucking racist.
It wasn't me. I was Can we talk about
That's a great segue.
King Ali show asked me where's the Barbancourt? No, I'm not wasting Barbancourt on this team. No, they're getting fucking Tito's and something. I forget
No
what I
dark
mentioned.
liquor.
No dark liquor for this team. When they start winning again, 3-game losing streak. And listen, like I said, I'm not overreacting to this one game. They're gonna lose. They're probably gonna lose to the Bucks. Like this is just not it. It's just this. The offense is fucking putrid. And I'm gonna say this, and I don't care who the fuck gets mad at me. Ever since Lowry has gone out, the offense has been worse than fucking ever. So, listen, come on, chat, bring it. Bring your fucking bullshit.
Hey,
but
man.
y'all was begging for Gabe Vincent off of like two games. 2 fucking games where he scored 27 points or some shit. Y'all was begging for Gabe Vincent. Look at Gabe Vincent now. It wasn't good with Lowry. It was better than this. They were breaking 100 points. They were hitting more than 10 threes a game. Okay? Y'all come at me if you want to. They were a better offense with Kyle Lowry than they have been since he's been injured.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
you ain't wrong when you're right.
If you want Twitter, chat, whatever. I do not give a fuck. Like, this offense was better with Kyle Lowry in it. And honestly, Gabe Vincent has been fucking putrid. Really bad. And I like Gabe. He is an excellent backup, top-tier backup point guard in the league. And he can do some spot starting for you. But that is not a point guard for a championship offense.
Johnny,
It
chill
just
out.
fucking
It wasn't
isn't.
that good with Kyle here either. But like,
It wasn't that good,
Calm
but
down.
it was better than this.
agreed. I'm not. But like, chill.
I miss my king,
ain't no
man.
chill.
I miss his.
I'm telling G to fucking chill. No, I agree with you.
Come on, like
I
and
agree with
here's
you.
my
I
thing.
want Kyle to come back healthy and see what we really can do. I firmly believe we have seen the worst of Kyle on this team.
That was the worst I've ever seen him play. That
He's
January
getting some
stretch
rest. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe
Barry
it's
Jackson
shit.
But
I don't know.
Here's
But
my
it's
thing
gonna
to
be better
tell
than
G
this.
Here's where I tell G to calm down. They weren't good with Lowry either. They were just better.
literally what I was
And my
saying.
whole argument this entire time is
It was literally what I. But yes, yeah.
no. My whole argument, but this is what I'm saying. My argument this entire time has been Kyle is the best point guard on this team.
Yeah.
That should have never been in question.
But like, is he a great point guard right now? Currently, is he playing out of his mind? Not necessarily, but for this team right now, he's the best option they got. So, as a Heat fan, instead of like calling him a fat ass and this and that and all this other stuff, you should be rooting for him to be the best possible Kyle Lowry can be because he is the biggest ceiling raiser on this team.
He's also the biggest player on this team, if you know what I mean.
Biggest ass on this team.
And just like the sentiment in the comments and wherever else, because I don't really read shit no more. The idea of keep Lowry away. We can't watch a game like tonight and be like, keep the guy who didn't play away. Like,
I hope he doesn't come back. Yeah, keep hoping that.
Yeah,
shit.
okay.
You're gonna be a 10 seed.
I'm gonna extend Heat fans this because I understand where they're coming from. I think that they saw him play. I think last season he played well, but he doesn't play well in like the way that I think people are used to, like Dragic, right? He plays well in like a really Kyle Lowry way, which is like, and Brass and I have talked about it. It's like a not very aesthetically pleasing game. It's very rough around the edges, but like he's productive, and this season he hasn't been. I think that stretch in November he was good, and I think we all kind of agree that like when everybody got hurt, he looked like himself again because he had the ball in his hand more and blah 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 blah. I think he paid for that in January, and that was the worst I've ever seen him play, and he looked like straight ass. And I think he deserved all the criticism that he got. And I understand Heat fans who are not like as familiar with him as like, for example, me, that are like, I seen that guy half the time he's here suck, and the other half he was like good, not great. So I get the Heat fans being like, man, fuck that guy. Like, I don't need him back. Like, just end this already. Because I get that, and I get that he's unlikable. I don't
get that.
I don't know. I'm
okay
trying to
with
level
fuck
with the
that
fan
guy,
base.
but I'm not okay with we don't need him back. I mean, have you seen this team?
They just don't like him, and they're like vibes are off, and I get that because he's like, bro, he's an asshole. Like I've covered him, I've been following his career for a long time. He's a fucking little persnickety asshole, right? And like I know he and the Heat have
Someone
bumped
clip that.
heads. I can't spell that. He and the
Someone
Heat
said
have bumped
finally
heads.
moving away from Lowry was a highlight of the season. I really
Fans
See,
believe
man,
that,
like,
bro.
it's like-
Because
They're on
they
a
don't
can't
like
be-
him.
you can't be
losing
serious.
streak.
But they don't like him because this season has been so bad and
Yeah,
so
but like, how
rotten.
is that the highlight of the season? They're on a
Because
3-game losing streak.
he was
Like,
the ire of everyone's hatred, and at least him, it's almost like he sucked, got hurt, and he almost was like embarrassingly banished. And I think for fans, and I understand that, they're like, man, that guy ruined my fucking, because people legitimately think he ruined the team. They're like, that guy fucking ruined the team. Fuck that guy. And I think that makes him feel good that he's just not here and they don't got to see him because when Gabe has 0 points, I don't think most people really notice. When Kyle has 0 points, it's because he went 0 for 9, right? Gabe goes 0 for 3, and they just feel different. You know what I mean? Because like they just do different. So I get fans doing that, but I also think that like you need whatever upside that he has in him, whether he has any left. That's the only way you're going to get better this year because Gabe is not going to become a different player. And that guy can raise the floor of your team, whether he has it in him or not.
Oh no, that's not what I was pointing out.
Oh my
But
bad. No, this
that's
is
kinda
funny
where they
by
are.
Schmeathan. Lowry's the Heat is to the Heat what Westbrook was to the Lakers. It's
Nah.
true, just a fucking scapegoat for just a lot of. It ain't like it's not just his fault. Like there's
Yeah, like it's
so many guys that have been fucking bad, Kenny.
like and
so many.
So one thing I do want to say, because I do agree with G that Kyle does deserve the criticism. But first things first, there's a huge, gigantic, enormous difference between criticism and disrespect. We can criticize guys all
for
day.
sure.
The stuff people say about Kyle is just a little ridiculous. And I just don't understand the idea of scapegoating guys. Like, especially, they
Especially
shot
this
what
team
from
that
three
has
tonight?
too many problems. It's not just one player.
That's the thing. Like who? Like listen, the only guy that actually deserved to be scapegoated was Dedmon.
Yeah.
Because Dedmon legit cost them 6 games this year.
I'm going to give an example, Al.
They'd be in third place free falling if it wasn't for Dedmon. Okay, it'd be a different season. Like Dedmon legit deserved. Like Dedmon was actively losing them games. Like, but I want to go back to those games that Dedmon was playing, taking them for 12 minutes a game, like at a minus 17-point clip, right? What else was working and what has happened to it, right? Something because Dedmon's gone. That blame is gone. Like tonight, Bam was a minus 18. Bam has not been good for like 3 or 4 games, despite the gaudy numbers on the box score. Jimmy's been absent. Like
Jimmy was good today. He was the only motherfucker who was good today.
Yeah, but for what?
And Cody Zeller.
And Cody Zeller.
They're onto something.
Listen,
Alf, I want to say.
Speaking of Cody Zeller, before you get to what you want to get to, speaking of Cody Zeller, and because I don't want to get too late in the programming to get to this, it is Black History Month.
Oh no!
Oh God!
Like I said, speaking of Cody Zeller, it's Black History Month.
He's 30?
There's no way he's the same age as me.
Oh my God, him and Joe Ingles were like defending each other. Like it was.
I once called
It's like an AARP cocktail party.
when
They
Tiff and I,
both look like Frasier cast members.
when Tiff and I hung out. They do look like Frasier cast.
Looking like a pickup game at the hair club for men.
Tiff and I said that Joe Ingles looks like what somebody would cast Brass's father as on like a TV sitcom.
I said on Twitter.
How old is Brass on the show, though?
Still with that Joe Ingles shit.
Many people agree with me. If you look at Cody Zeller, he looks like a cross between Brady Hawk and Ethan Skolnick. Like, study him closely.
No, you're right. You're right.
Perfect.
I'm worried for Brady.
Someone said,
"How old is Brady really?"
I don't know, but Brady's hair's too thin. I'm scared.
Cody Zeller looks like a
Hey Brady,
teacher.
I was there at one point, man. Hey, don't try to hold on to it.
Dermatologist Brady, I love you, bro. You're the best we have in this industry. Go.
I never saw his hair.
Someone said Cody Zeller parked my car at Calvary Chapel. But speaking of Cody Zeller,
My hair's thinning too. I'm really worried.
Before we get too late in the program, we do want to, this is our last segment. This is our last installment of our Black History Month series, Black in Time, for this season. So we have a special one tonight about a very important holiday in the Black community called Juneteenth, and we just want to explain a little bit about that holiday to you. Go ahead, Brass.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Looking Black in Time.
Juneteenth is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Deriving its name from combining June and 19th, it is celebrated on the anniversary of an order issued by Major General Gordon Granger on June 19, 1865, proclaiming freedom for slaves in Texas. Juneteenth has since been observed annually in various parts of the United States, often broadly celebrating African American culture. The emancipation of Texas slaves came almost 5 years after the original Emancipation Proclamation. The freeing of slaves was resisted in many states by violently racist governors and legislators. This led to slavery persisting in pockets of the U.S. for years and sometimes decades after the original Emancipation Proclamation. Here we see rare footage of the last living man to learn that slavery had been abolished. Despite his disheveled appearance and overall lack of hygiene, it is hard to deny the unbridled joy evident in his jubilant celebration.
This was another edition of Looking Black in Time.
Hey man, Alf, good luck with the job, man. I'm getting out of mine, but whew, hey man. Ah man. Yeah, G, cover your face, man. Oh my god.
Is it?
That's the one.
Just
That's
play it
the one
again.
that's going to get me canceled.
Yeah, just play it again though.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Looking Black in Time.
Juneteenth is a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Deriving its name from combining June and 19th, it is celebrated on the anniversary of an order issued by Major General Gordon Granger on June 19, 1865, proclaiming freedom for slaves in Texas. Juneteenth has since been observed annually in various parts of the United States, often broadly celebrating African American culture. The emancipation of Texas slaves came almost 5 years after the original Emancipation Proclamation. The freeing of slaves was resisted in many states by violently racist governors and legislators. This led to slavery persisting in pockets of the U.S. for years and sometimes decades after the original Emancipation Proclamation. Here we see rare footage of the last living man to learn that slavery had been abolished. Despite his disheveled appearance and overall lack of hygiene, it is hard to deny the unbridled joy evident in his jubilant celebration.
This was another edition of Looking Black in Time.
Man, that's some sick shit.
Just Jared says this is the finale, and we may not be on the air. I'm sorry.
If I'm not back next week, I want to say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry to Blue Wire. Sorry to 5 Reasons.
Oh my God.
Sorry to Patrick Beverly.
Sorry to black people everywhere.
Man.
Are we sorry to Bill Simmons?
Was the dude in the wheelchair?
No.
They were talking about Texas. That was Greg Abbott. Fest.
That was Texas Governor Greg Abbott.
I saw something tonight that I have to point out. Just like, and it's not even about this Heat team, it's Heat teams in general, because this is an insane thing to live through my whole life. Mikal Bridges' last 3 games, right? At New York Knicks, 7 points on 2 for 8 shooting. Versus Miami, 45 points on 17 for 24 shooting. Tonight against the Chicago Bulls, 13 points on 4 for 10 shooting. What the fuck, man?
I just want to hear Bobby Portis' stat line tomorrow or the next game.
This is crazy, man.
They had that arena chanting Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Did you hear? That shit was funny. I had to laugh. I was like, oh.
Yo, listen.
This might be it for the show, by the way.
Yeah.
We should have been in it. I don't know why.
No, I mean like as a whole, like as a concept.
No, but I will say this: Milwaukee. I like the man, and honestly, I've talked to him several times, and I've had the honor of interviewing him a few times.
Bobby,
just a really good guy. But y'all cheered a little too hard for Myers Leonard.
And the broadcast was sick too.
Oh, Hubie Brown was like, "There you go."
What is worse?
One time for anti-Semitism.
But they love to talk about how Kevin Love might not be very good going forward. Meanwhile, Myers Leonard hasn't touched a court since who knows.
I'm not Jewish, but Alf, that's like because they talked about it. It's like if they said, well, David Duke did a lot of work in the black community, and I feel like
David Duke.
Somebody fucking racist.
You say ninja or something. I don't know.
I just don't know.
What the fuck?
I'm sure Myers has said ninja plenty of times on this stream.
No, that's not the same.
I'm just, if somebody says some racist shit, I'm not trying to hear about what they did work in the black community. So I think it's time for redemption. Fuck you.
No, but
I'm
still,
not Jewish. So I don't know.
Listen, I do believe there was genuine contrition. If you look at the video, like Myers, I don't know. Like it's a wild to me that he doesn't know what he's saying, but he's also like a meathead. Like he knew, but. And I'm like, he just looked like so shocked. Like his wife was like, "What are you doing?" He got off immediately, and then he was contrite, right? Just like Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway said way worse shit.
Way worse.
No, but Tim Hardaway had hate in his heart.
Hate. Like
sure.
he said he hated.
And,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Dan was trying so hard to set Tim up, and he was like, "Nah, fuck that. I don't like him." Like, whoa, relax.
Yeah. Dan gave him chances.
But my thing is like, okay, listen, if Myers is gonna come back, that's fine. But they were cheering a little too hard. Hubie was a little too excited. You know what I mean? Like it was a little weird. Like,
I bet you he'd get louder cheers at I don't even know. I was gonna say the AAA or at the Heat Arena than Kyle Lowry.
No, let that motherfucker go to Boston.
Oh man. Dude, yeah, they throw.
Boston will be cheering every made basket from Myers.
I stood.
Yo, Myers Leonard and Kyrie Irving cannot get caught on camera dapping each other up before a game.
No,
that cannot happen. That cannot happen.
That is a mean waiting to happen. Listen, like I said, I'm fine with Myers. He was contrite. He did what he had to do. Blah blah blah. Like I follow people in the Jewish community in South Florida who like have actual interactions with Myers and like did were with Myers when he was doing the work, and they say he was genuinely contrite. Same way I believe Tim Hardaway was genuinely contrite. So I'm fine. But
Tim Hardaway was on a pride float one time.
But it was just it was a little too. They cheered a little too hard.
It made me uncomfortable.
I agree.
I didn't like it. It was like golf clap from Myers.
And you know what it is, Alf? I don't even think it's like the people cheered because like they're anti-Semitic. I just think that like so many people are like the cancel culture mob can't win. Like and they just don't give a shit about like stuff like that.
Anytime the woke loses, they get excited.
They just get really happy.
With the shit or not. Like you have people who genuinely like are anti-gun, but if DeSantis passes a no conceal carry whatever, they get excited. Not because they want people carrying guns without licenses. They just want the woke culture to lose. So
libs.
Yeah, they just want to own the libs. And like I just felt like Milwaukee got a little too excited. Hubie Brown,
I have
more like Hubie White.
I feel like
cheering. Oh,
No, go ahead, Kenny.
Like they was cheering for him and talking about him like he was some all-star coming back. Like this is Myers Leonard. Like,
Yeah, like Troppy Baby. Myers shouldn't be in the league, and it isn't because of what he said.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey.
At least he hit a 3.
Well, I think that's if Myers were a better player, I think he would have had a stint away from the league, a much briefer stint away from the league.
No way.
Yes, I do believe that.
Yeah.
I do believe that. I think it goes because you look at Kyrie. Kyrie is a good goddamn basketball player. Like he is a fucking great basketball player. All right, and like he, his longest missed stint was because of the vax.
Euphemism for Wonder said.
Oh, I totally agree.
This is the best time to cover. Social.
Totally agree.
Listen,
gotta redeem ourselves.
After some,
No, I'm trying to get all my takes out.
Oh, we're getting a couple more subs too. I don't even care the count.
Hey man, for the teachers, the whales, save the whales, help the teachers.
What, Kyle?
What feels worse when Hubie Brown says to an opposing player after you're getting your ass kicked, "There you go," or Mike Breen's way short for your own team trying to make a comeback?
Hubie Brown. Hubie, man.
That shit.
Hubie be cheering on your opponent too damn much. And coaching the motherfuckers from the sideline. They don't need help, Hubie. There you go. Yeah, this is what he needs. Shut up, Hubie.
Alex says way off is worse. I think way off is worse. There's no worse feeling.
I'm so used to hearing that at this point.
Way off.
No.
So used to hearing it.
The worst is bang because one, it's after a huge shot where your team basically just lost.
I agree, except we have the best bang in NBA history.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No one can take that from us. The best bang in history.
Yeah, 100%. But it was something in the bubble that hurt, but you know what? You're right about the Ray.
I'm gonna say something a little blasphemous because I watched the ESPN broadcast today.
Okay.
I'm surprised that Hubie Brown knows who's on the court better than Eric Reed sometimes.
Yes, kind of.
I love E. Reed. E. Reed's a legend. And
I pointed this out.
And got better seats. They give him better seats, I think.
Alf, I'm going to say something that I think might be shocking to people.
Oh boy.
I think Karati's having a better year than Eric.
He is.
Yes, 100%.
I think Karati's been great.
What the fuck is going on? Eric be calling 2s, 3s, 3s, 2s. Caleb Martin be confusing for Grayson Allen. Like I don't know what. Listen, and
he called Caleb Oladipo once, and I was like, that's a wrap.
Listen, that's a Black and Time episode waiting to happen. Like, listen, and people got mad at me when I said it, and I'm like, I'm not shitting on Eric Reed.
I love Eric.
His quality. I mean, he's a much. Like he's better than this.
Yeah.
And someone said because of COVID, they moved his ass on up like into the bleachers and they ain't moving back down yet.
High above courtside.
Yeah, you hear him now. He's like high above courtside.
That said with a little bit of umph. That's a little spiteful thing.
I don't care. I don't care what Eric says from now on.
I agree with that.
He is an all-time great NBA broadcaster, Hall of Fame. I don't know if there's if broadcasting all. I mean, he's fucking incredible. Incredible. And he does his work. That's what's funny. He has the whole like fucking manifesto every time he starts, like all the handwritten shit. It's like it's unbelievable. It's art what he shows up with to these games. He does his research and stuff, but like, yeah, I mean, Troppy Baby says it's because he's sitting up there. I don't know.
But the thing is, he's bad on the road too, and they didn't change where they sit on the road.
So they only downgraded him at home games?
That's what apparently.
That's fucking
what
cold.
Was saying.
That's worse than anything that Mickey Harrison has done.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say something
back on the sideline. Like, what are we doing? But here's the thing: it's literally it's fucking up the broadcast. It's fucking up the quality of the broadcast. Like it's bad. Like sometimes it's like he has like he'll be like out of bounds, and it was a foul. Like, and he has no idea because he can't hear wherever they got him sitting. They got him sitting up back by the Dan Marino fucking jersey where they used to put me and Troppy Baby during ESPN games. During regular games, me and Troppy Baby had great seats. But then as soon as fucking ESPN came into town, I'm over here trying on the Dan Marino jersey, seeing if it fits.
Are they going to take that down when they put BAMs up?
You know what? Let's not even prioritize that. Take down the fucking Michael Jordan jersey.
No, I
the
think
Marino jersey's worse. It's not
I
even
think
the
we
same
gotta take
fucking
down that
sport.
Marino jersey, bro. That
Nah,
has to go.
first of all, because
Put
Pat,
a Tua jersey at least.
because first, like Pat thought the whole league was gonna follow him. It was like, fuck you, I'm not retiring that shit. And Jordan crushed so many of the Heat's dreams early on. I don't want to see that shit up there, man.
The numbers aren't actually retired. The jerseys are retired. Like no one else can wear a Bulls jersey on the Heat, bitch. Nobody was trying to wear no Bulls jersey. On the
No
Heat.
one else can wear a dozen XL.
But bro, it's not even that big.
I think
anymore.
Riley got
no.
lost in the sauce with that
Brad,
one.
it's not even like a big jersey anymore.
I know it's
It's
like shit
smaller.
you hang on your walls.
Yeah.
In the back.
Put on your daughter any day now.
Yeah.
It's smaller every year.
They stapled a fucking regular Champ Sports jersey onto the fucking wall.
It's not even authentic. It's a replica.
They have the little Foot Locker T-shirt jersey.
Yeah.
They got jerseys up there.
Pretty soon
Anyway,
maybe
guys.
I want more-
a
I want
fake
more
Chinese
subs.
jersey. The
Man.
stitching's wrong. There's a typo. It's gonna...
I'm missing my cousin's birthday party at a strip club for this.
I'm throwing up tonight.
You're a father.
I wasn't gonna go anyway.
I'm a father too. I need more subs. Let's go.
Yeah, Stephen Lestrange is right. Number 23. That's why LeBron had to wear 6. It is retired, and I think this is a little ridiculous.
That is not true. That's not why he had to wear 6.
But
That's because the
nobody
season
wore 23.
before, he made some stupid statement about.
Oh yeah,
nobody
nobody
should wear
should.
23.
Yeah.
No, guys, it's because he's in the Illuminati, and number 6 is the number of the devil. Don't you read your history?
What are you talking about?
That was the thing. Don't you remember the conspiracy theorists that
No,
LeBron
I
is
don't.
in the Illuminati, and he and Jay-Z, and the number 6
I
is
remember
being
some of that.
changed.
And
because he's part
Kyrie
of the-
still wanted to play with him again.
sounds like Kyrie's kind of shit.
Kyrie's the one who made that shit up.
Yeah.
Alex remembers. I'm old enough to remember the conspiracy theorists.
I like how I like how Trabi maybe is like helping us produce the show at this point because at this point it's not a show anymore. We're just
Yeah,
hanging
we've gone
out.
all the round.
Oh, I'm
drunk
fucking-
and all shit.
Chat remembers. Chat remembers.
I'm chilling. We haven't done a Friday night show in
in forever.
It's been a
fucking
minute.
forever.
And then what are we doing next week? Next week at the Hall.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday against the Sixers.
Sixers.
I want to go on Monday.
We are going to start. Well, no, because that would require another black and time. I'm not doing that. That's it.
After the
That's it. But we are going to start doing. We should talk about the 2 shows on certain
yes.
weeks. I mean, when the week calls for it.
We are going to be. Why are we losing every hot? Because we just lost 3 in a row.
Because the team sucks. It has nothing
it's
to
not
do with
us.
us.
Yeah, they can't shoot. It's not our fault.
It's not our fault. We are going to 2 shows a week in March. All right. So the 1 show a week thing is going away. We're doing 2 shows a week. We're gearing ourselves up for the play-in tournament. I thought when I said when I made this decision and talked to Brad, said we're going to do 2 shows a week. I thought we were gearing up for the playoffs, but apparently we're gearing up for the play-in tournament.
The play-in tournament might be more money for us because if they win both those games, you know how hype that's going to be.
Honestly, if they have to win both games, that's really
Yeah, that's
sad.
bad. That's bad.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
both.
that
Yeah,
means
no, one,
that-
just one game. My bad. I forgot.
that
We
means
haven't
they're
been through
9th or
this rodeo
15th.
before, so I forgot how it works. The only
Yeah.
play-in game I've ever watched was the LeBron Steph one, where LeBron says I shot at the middle rim.
Oh, he's the worst liar.
Kenny,
I forgot about
Kenny.
that.
Kenny,
Hey.
get it going. Drip drop. Moose goes today. There's a hot. It's Friday. Yeah, Moose, it's on the schedule. I forgot to send out the email. Sorry. Moose is like, well, I've been off Twitter for a week, so sorry, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't even at Moose.
Yeah, he deactivated for like.
He must have said something about Elon.
No, he said he deactivated for a week.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good point by Trappy Baby.
Elon been sniping people for saying negative shit. About him.
I don't know, man. Is this team worth saging?
Guys, what happens tomorrow if they
Keep
lose
safe.
to the Hornets
No, there's no way they lose.
and Cody Zeller's homecoming?
What
Did
if Cody Zeller
play for the
like?
Hornets, or am I
no
just
way.
Shit, that's a good point.
Cody
am
Zeller does
am I
not lose.
confusing him with a Plumlee?
Yes, I believe that.
No, Cody Zeller played for the.
Yeah, he
played for
played.
the.
for the
He did. Okay,
Yeah.
Thanks, Chad.
that
I
was when the
appreciate you.
super raises.
But shit, if they lose to Charlotte, hey, me personally, whatever, man. I'm looking at people's development and all kinds of shit. I don't think the team's winning the championship, and I'm fine with
But
it.
what development? We're not seeing Jovic. Like all we're seeing, I
think Bam and Tyler are too good to be talking about development at this point. I know Tyler's played bad recently, but basically, I'm watching those guys.
Jimmy better play on the second night of a back-to-back.
He's been playing.
He's had 10 days
didn't
off,
play that
and he
second
played
half.
20 minutes tonight.
Buddy
He played a shitload of games in a row going into the All-Star break too.
Buddy probably ran through white women in Argentina.
Although really, did you hear? That's good news about the Van Leeuwen ice cream is now going to be carrying at all locations the Big Face Coffee ice cream permanently.
Really?
Permanently.
Do they? I think they're at Whole Foods, right? They're not at Publix. I know that.
But I'm talking about like the stores.
Yeah.
I know they're going to be having Big Face at the stores, so check that shit out.
Do we have one in Miami? I don't think we have one in Miami, do we?
I don't live in Miami.
Jimmy got to stop fucking around, bro. Jimmy starts giving New York all the good shit. Stop being a fucking coward. Give us a fucking... He's talking about opening a Big Face pop-up in New York. Fuck that shit. Open one here, you bitch. Are we your fucking fan base or not? What the fuck are you doing? Get fucking real, bro. And by the way, I paid for a $20 latte at his pop-up. That shit was fucking fire. But he's stealing. You talk about Kyle Lowry stealing money. Jimmy Butler, he learned from Jimmy. Jimmy's a fucking thief. Brass, you know. That shit's overpriced, but it's good.
I mean, coffee's a basketball question.
Wow.
Yeah.
When Kyle comes back, who's out of the rotation? It's Duncan, right?
Duncan.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
Would you put Duncan and Max out of the rotation at this point? And go 9 deep?
Man.
Put him not this early, but man, Max is...
I would boot both the motherfuckers to the sun at this point.
Hey, Max, good luck.
Max is good like every fourth game, though, so you might need that every fourth game.
It's so bad, man.
I know, bro.
He releases the ball, and I'm like, this is going right off the back rim.
You know what he is, Alf? He's do you remember like the season before he played like a lot, and they were like, he's a shooter, and I was like, we have little evidence of that because all he does is brick. He's like that guy again, where he gives you the illusion that he's a shooter, but he's really not. And then he had that really good year. So you're just like, is he? I don't know.
And the thing is, I don't think I was watching Grayson Allen and some of these other guys like play Duncan. They're still scared to death of him.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's scared of him.
They're
funny.
Scared to death of him. So like he provides spacing, nobody's guarding Max. Like they're going under screens on Max Strus. Like I watched them go under screens. Like AJ Green went under a screen. AJ Green has no respect for Max Strus' shot.
Did you guys watch the ESPN broadcast today?
Thank God. Well, I did, but thank God I left for halftime because that is the worst halftime.
I gotta be honest, bro.
Malika Andrews, I love you.
I love Malik. She makes me want to be a better man. Her and Shanae.
Yeah, them. But that halftime show was terrible, man. They just all they say is such and such player.
It's not Malika though. It's fucking.
No,
it's Mike Greenberg. Why is he around? What does he do?
It's him.
Who does he know?
He's a target audience for those. That is the worst barbershop conversation of all time.
Speaking
Mike
of
Wilbon's
barbershop,
a fucking idiot. I've never met a dumber motherfucker in my life.
Christ.
I hate that guy. Fuck him, bro. He's one of the dumbest, fogiest old motherfuckers I've ever met in my. He's never happy. He's always fucking grumpy. He fucking capes for a rapist. I fucking hate that guy. He's a fucking loser. Mike Wilbon's a fucking loser, and I hate that he's platformed. Fuck
I thought you were talking about Mike
ass.
Greenberg this whole time.
No, Mike Wilbon. Mike Greenberg, I don't even.
I agree with you for both.
Fuck that cracker.
Tony Kornheiser better.
Yeah, Corey Kornheiser is way better.
Greenberg
Stephen A's, whatever.
Just a white.
I love Jalen.
Like
Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose keeps it real. I fucking love Jalen Rose.
I don't
Jalen
like
Rose is
Jalen Rose.
amazing.
I like
Jalen
Jalen Rose as a
Rose.
person.
Jalen
I
Rose
don't like
keeps
him
it
as a
real.
broadcaster.
Yeah, he's not a great broadcaster, and I feel bad for him because like he got all this recognition, well deserved for his hairline, but now he's like painting it on and trying to keep up, and it's just not great.
Yeah, he's going outside.
You know what I don't like about Jalen Rose
Carlos
is that
Boozer
he
going
gives
on.
somebody's resume before like he's like Brass Jazz, producer of Hangover Time, a SAG member, was on an episode of Sopranos. Like before he says anything about
I'm
Brass
spitting
Jazz,
right now.
he has to give his entire resume.
The whole resume, and then I'll get rap
scorer in the NBA, 14-time All-Star, 4-time champion.
Take a shot for that.
Like And I just hate the way he does that. It's so contrived to me.
Yeah. 4-time champion was on an episode of Sopranos. And like Das Effects said, like, who Das Effects? Come on.
Somebody said Jalen on Paul said Jalen on TNT would be good.
He was on Sopranos too.
He would be good.
Well,
do you guys like Jamal Crawford when he does it? I don't really like him.
I think like
he'll never be D-Wade.
You know what? And this may be controversial also, but I think knowing Nakai is kind of poisoned TNT for me because now I'm starting to see how bad it actually is.
Nah, it's funny. You're wrong.
It's
when
funny,
they all got
like,
in a bus and they let Charles drive the bus. I'm sorry. That's
they do funny stuff. I'm not denying that, but watch a little bit of the game and like
ESPN doesn't watch either. And the reason I brought it up is because
ESPN is also not funny either. That's what makes them the worst.
Hubie Brown is like Duncan Robinson, a great shooter, and I go, on what planet? And then the other guy, I don't know who the fuck the play-by-play guy was. I don't know why Mark Jones wasn't doing this, but that's a different conversation. But that other fucking bozo doing play-by-play, the half started, and this guy he's like confused as to why Gabe Vincent. He's like, and Gabe Vincent starting the second half, like he's confused.
Oh my God, what was that?
And then he paused, and then he's like, didn't score. And I'm like, does this guy not know that Gabe starts now because Kyle's not here? Like,
no, like he said it like Gabe was starting the second half in place of an injured
of somebody.
player.
Because they don't watch and they don't do research. So he's like, Gabe Vincent, that's weird. And he's like, wait a second.
No, but it's not even research, G.
Pay attention to the fucking first half.
That you were calling 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because I try to keep up with as many teams as possible. And I've pulled back on my criticism of national guys because, look, that shit is difficult to do. To keep track of 20-something teams, at least it's fucking hard to do.
These guys,
but if you know you're covering a game tonight, just fucking Google the teams and like figure out who's been out, who's been playing. Like it's not difficult to do. Oh, I remember that too.
Euphemism for wonder said I have a memory of
Jax is the worst. Jax is the worst on radio. Oh,
he's the worst in a lot of ways.
That was a weird pivot for him. I will say that. I don't understand why he did that.
You know what he wants?
It wasn't his choice.
He wants Eric's job. What he wants is Eric's job. So what he's trying to do is angle himself to get in a position where, Karate went from radio to TV. Like, he knows how this works. And I
would rather have Eric calling out players from different teams.
Give me Jeremy Taché
than that.
No, what they got to do is whenever Eric retires, they go get Mark Jones. They go give Mark Jones the fucking bag and say, come home, bro. Come
the
fucking
funny thing
home.
about Jax, if you listen to Jax on the radio, he will miss 2 plays getting in a catchphrase.
I don't know. Like, you'll go like 4 minutes and like there's no time. Like, I don't have no idea what score it is, what time it is. Like, nothing.
He has to get a catchphrase.
He's like, he scored.
He's like,
okay,
Vincent.
ooh.
Smoother than Miles Davis on a Sunday afternoon at the brunch at Four Seasons Hotel in Miami. Like, and then by the time
that's
he's
not
done,
Jax.
Great eggs, by the way.
Jax is filthy. He's probably saying smoother than a fucking stripper at Tootsie's or some shit.
But by the time he's done, like 3 plays have gone on.
Yeah, we lost the lead.
Down 37-24.
All you can eat.
I like your Mark Jones idea, G, but I want to see Chris Bosh get a shot at it. He's too big for it, so it's not going to happen.
Chris Bosh is living his life, bro.
That's a fucking grind. That's a grind.
He's making beats that I'm horrified to listen to because I don't want to be like disappointed.
You know the LeBron meme of like him like bopping to that like fucking accordion? No, dude.
I'm so scared to listen to that.
Kenny, hear me out. You get Mark Jones and you get Shane Battier as a color guy.
I don't like Shane Battier talk too much like a
color guy. You're calling people color guys?
I knew that was coming.
After that Black and Time? Jesus Christ.
That was coming.
Jesus Christ was another colored guy.
Correct. I agree.
I thought he was gonna do it.
No, I'm enjoying drinking too much. Please set us more subs.
All right, well now I'm gonna have another drink.
We might as well hang out. It's whatever.
So, Fez is like, we got to bring Coach Tony to come do color. I miss.
We've
Coach.
already. Alf.
Why
do you need to like close your camera out though, Alf?
What is he gonna do? What's cool? Oh God, I see it in the bottom. Oh, what do you? Oh God.
What's
Yeah,
happening?
No.
Oh, God. Oh yeah, you're not an admin. Oh God.
That's true,
I'm
Schmeeford.
gonna. Yeah, I don't wanna do that.
That's true. That's true.
I was thinking like Ray Allen already lives here.
Guy.
What they can do is they can get like a guy for road games. Like the Raptors do like a whole they have
No
one
one
guy at home.
fucking cares about
Well, I'm
the
just saying, it's
Raptors.
just like
I hate
if
the
you-
Raptors broadcast.
What? They're terrible. Like
I was just
stop
saying
it.
that like there's precedent
God
for like a guy
damn
only
it.
doing road games and home games.
Yeah.
Like you could just have like Shane do like home
You
games. or
wonder
something.
why people don't like you sometimes.
I don't wonder that. I know why. That's what
Fuck.
I hate the Raptors. Like that one guy.
Jax belongs in-
I hate. That.
I agree, Lenny. Like
I think
Jax
Jax belongs somewhere
does
else.
belong in TV.
No.
I actually really enjoyed him courtside with players. He had a good demeanor. The whole ascot thing. It was fun. He had a good rapport with players. He was
Jeremy Tete
really
lifer.
good in that role.
I'm one mental lifer. No.
Manso's great too, but like Jax was great in that, and he gave it up voluntarily. And I just don't understand why you would turn down a TV gig.
Because he wants Eric's job.
It's
Forget
too
all
risky.
them.
It's too
Bring-
risky. And
You
but
Bring
like,
Joanna Gomez back.
be
That's what I
better.
wanna see again.
Be better. Listen to read your fucking comment cards. Like, because I know a lot of people are complaining about like not knowing the score or not knowing time. Like fucking come on, man. Yeah.
Man, where's Joanna Gomez? That's what I want to see on camera.
Jogo.
Is she still around?
The last I
She's
saw
married
her,
to that
she was
old white dude. I was 18-year-old me was so heartbroken when I saw she was married to that old white dude.
That's how
Mike
I
Inglis.
feel.
Yes, Mike Inglis. I always liked Mike Inglis.
Do you know
Is
why
Mike
Mike
Inglis
Inglis-
a hockey announcer? Like, but I love the fucking
you-
freaking out over like. Oh God, remember those days when we'd be up by 20, and then all of a sudden we're down, like we're up by 18, and he's panicking. Ugh, those were the fucking days
People like
when we'd still be up by 18 at any
he
given
looking
moment
like
in the
the
game.
Keystone Cops out there, and
he
the
was
Milwaukee Bucks
great.
have cut the lead to 14.
He
And
was
like, We're
great.
still up by 14. Like,
My goat.
Perfect.
honestly,
he
Mike
made
Inglis-
radio exciting.
but you could picture everything that was happening listening
Oh,
to
yeah.
Mike Inglis.
100%.
Like Lowry dribbles left corner, right side. Blah, 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 blah. Like, he was so descriptive.
The whole
Like-
vaccine mandate, fuck that whole
I
relationship
heard.
up, I think.
I heard that's why he doesn't work there anymore because
Yeah.
they're like they had a vaccine mandate.
You heard right. Man. He did.
Yeah,
They told motherfucker he needed to get a shot. And he was like, "Nah, I'm good."
I'm out. I'm out.
He's like,
Yeah.
"I played hockey in the '60s, bitch. Fuck COVID.
Yeah.
Did
I was a goalie without a mask. I used to catch pucks in my teeth."
Got a bunch of awards from the deaf community.
Wait, what?
Where do you find the deaf community?
Was this just a
he?
weird joke?
Is he a radio guy?
Yes,
English?
You don't know Mike? Oh,
Did you
Mike.
never listen to a radio broadcast?
you
that
lived
he-
in Miami.
Yeah, but I was at home. I didn't have a fucking life.
You ever
I was at home
heard
watching these games.
the call was like, "Another parade down beautiful Biscayne Boulevard."
Yeah,
That's my
that's him.
English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So good.
It's funny, like
I love when he
every
called the Juneteenth
classic
parades,
Heat
too.
And
That was
Dolphins
great.
call is either Mike Inglis or Jim Mandich. Like none of the TV guys ever get like those classic Dolphin that he calls is Mandich and Inglis. And I guess we haven't won shit
Shit,
since those guys stopped doing.
I'm trying
I
to
miss,
think of it.
Well,
I miss
because-
shows like
I
this
can't.
where we're fucking rolling. This is great. This is great. You got to show up. This is why we're doing it twice. a
we
week.
missed this shit.
I miss this shit. Can someone? I want to pour this.
Yeah, somebody sub.
I don't want to do it
I'm
for
not nauseous no
free.
more.
Can you sub? Literally one sub will do.
Brad's out here panhandling.
Yeah,
for
my
subs.
shit wearing off.
Mine is.
Wrestle
I'm
is
waiting.
fucking,
Who's
proof.
my biggest fan? Eric the Great. Thank
Eric
you,
the
Eric
Great
the Great.
comes to
Oh,
me.
the man.
Hey,
Eric
there
the
we
Great,
go.
also the winner of the
Fucking like the goddamn Knicks. Are you shitting me? We're losing to the fucking Knicks by a game and a half. I almost stayed an extra night in DC and was considering going. The Knicks played in DC tonight, and I didn't. I chose not to because fuck the Knicks and fuck the fucking Wizards too. Fuck them.
Oh, somebody's pointing out Jimmy Cephalo that is the worst motherfucker on radio. If you've ever tried to catch up on a Dolphins game in your car, you will have no fucking clue what is happening.
Is this Randall at 46 tonight?
Yeah, he did.
Bro, pain. It's painful. It's painful right now. Like they've lost 3 straight, and they've lost three straight. The Nets could be in the middle of a free fall coming soon, right?
They just got their ass kicked.
Well, they got there.
Well, no, but I'm saying that post
to the
bump
shit bulls. Like the Nets, listen, it was inevitable. The Nets, they traded away the players, and they look young, scrappy, athletic, like fun, cool. That's great until all the teams plan for that shit, and then they start losing everything. So like that's what's going to happen now. That's what's
that
going
kind of
to happen.
Thomas shit ain't flying no more.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like that post deadline bump that they have is gonna go away, right? They're gonna free fall.
Yep.
The Cavs
Yep.
are not doing great. They had that 7-game winning streak, but they're vulnerable. I think what's gonna end up happening is the Knicks are gonna jump to 4th. The Cavs are gonna be 5th,
No,
and
I can't.
the Heat
No way.
need to get that 6th
I
seed
can't.
from the Nets.
No way,
can't
dude.
take the-
Cleveland's good. Cleveland went just.
I know they're good, but I
Cleveland's
just feel
better
like.
than the fucking Knicks, man.
Yeah, the Knicks thing.
But either way, the Heat at this point, they got 3 games against the Knicks. They got to win all 3 of them shits. They really do.
Hey man, I'm washing my hands of the season. I'll watch the games. I'll do the shows, but
When did you
can't
have the
do that
switch,
after
Kenny?
one
When did you have the
loss,
switch?
man.
Because for a while, I'm curious. This is not me. No shade. I'm
I'm
just
fully understand. I got the answer.
genuinely curious.
Yeah.
Because for a while it was just like, I don't know what people freaking out. It's early. And now you're like, they suck. And I think we're all in agreement. They suck. Like, can they string some wins together? Do they have the top talent of a Jimmy and a Bam to be able to win meaningful games against good teams? Yes, they do. But like, they suck as a whole. But like, when did you have that like realization? Like, woof.
Yeah,
This is what we got.
I was, if you remember, I was reserving all my judgments for All-Star Weekend because that's about halfway through the season, deadline, all that stuff. And so once we got there, and the team had showed some stuff, and then they ended up being worse than before. That's when I was like, all right, you know what? This team kind of just is who they are. They can win some stuff, but it's kind of I don't want to be super negative and say it's a wrap, but they're not getting very far.
Yeah.
But the short answer: All-Star Weekend or around.
I said a million times that the ceiling for this team is a 2nd round exit.
Mhm.
I still believe that. I still believe like even if they get in the play-in tournament, they can win.
They
They
can
had
claw
a
their way through. the
favorable
first round.
matchup. Like if they get the Cavs, like I can see them beating an inexperienced
Cavs in
Cavs
6.
team, right?
Mhm.
Some injuries, who knows what happens, right? But you get to the 2nd round and you're against Philly. I hate saying Philly, but Philly,
I don't
Milwaukee,
know.
or
Philly is
Boston.
the one.
I think they can get Philly.
Philly's the
Philly-
one that I
Philly-
feel they could beat. The Bucks, no. I do not think they could beat the Bucks.
But
But Brass,
my
we're
thing
like a
is-
week removed from them playing the Bucks like the buzzer because they couldn't guard Jimmy.
Okay.
No, but even last week I would.
But again, I think that game was not indicative on the season. I think like they're not really that close to the Bucks. Let's just
Yeah,
call
because
like it is.
I agree.
Philly, I also think they're kind of in their heads, and I think they can grind out wins against Philly. I really do. But the Bucks, I think they end up all of a sudden in the blink of an eye, you're down 20 points, and they just literally don't know how to shoot the fucking basketball.
Yeah, that's like
Brass, it's so bad.
It's
There's
so
not a-
bad.
it's-
Shoot the fucking basketball.
Brass, is there a single player on this team when they shoot you feel good about it? No.
Bam at the dotted line.
No, I'm talking about beyond
a
the
3-point though.
No,
Beyond
but
the
no,
three-point
but
line.
in the three, no.
I feel
fucking-
fine with Tyler off the move, but
No,
in the
not
4th,
anymore.
maybe, but like 1 through 3, fucking nope. Like maybe in the 4th, if Tyler can start really fucking stringing them together, but like No, really, no.
I'm talking about from the 3-point line.
I know exactly what you're fucking saying. Have you looked at our 3-point numbers lately? Like, no, not even lately. The season as a whole.
How many times have
It's
they hit under 10 threes in the last like 3 weeks? I think it's like 4 or 5 times.
Is it that many?
It's rough. It's fucking rough.
Under 10? Under 10 makes?
Yeah, I think it's like.
I feel like that's most of the fucking season. They're not good. They can't shoot the fucking basketball. It doesn't make any fucking sense. They were the number 1 fucking 3-point shooting team. What the fuck happened? And like, yeah, did they shoot above their averages? Sure. But like, what the fuck? How do you go from like number 1 to nearly dead last? What the fuck is that about? It's fucking crazy. I just don't understand, man. It's crazy. That's why I fully spopadope. It's all on purpose. They're figuring out how to grind out wins without shooting threes. And then they get to the playoffs and they can start. They already have it figured out. They know how to fucking get close games with fucking shitty shooting, and then they can fucking win. They can get there. They can fucking do it. It's the only thing I'm going fucking crazy. What the fuck? How do they not? What? Bah! Shit!
Wait, what was the last thing? So Griffin Racy in the chat says it's been 15 times this year they've hit under 10 threes. That's a quarter of their games. That's got to be highest in the league.
It's man, in this 3-point
nothing
shooting
high about
league,
that.
That's not gonna work. That's just not gonna work.
Not in 2023.
And they have the personnel that should be able to shoot, but it's just not fucking happening. So it's like they couldn't even you can't even retroactively say, okay, let's make a move at the deadline to bring some shooting in, because if you look at the names on the roster, you would think they have enough shooting, and they just fucking don't.
Kenny, Duncan Robinson.
That's speaking as a homer, because these fucking names on our fucking roster.
Oh, yeah.
Duncan
Robinson.
Robinson.
I mean, come on. What are we
No,
like,
Brass.
yeah.
Duncan Robinson is the fastest of 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800 threes.
Never made a shot again. That's
now 100?
Not 100. He didn't get 100.
Really makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Makes you wonder what kind of.
I think Dame was furthest to 100.
So, okay. So, from 2 to 800, the fastest in the league, right?
I don't know how to give
Love,
subs, but
one
I'm
of the
giving
greatest
subs.
3-point shooters of all time as a big man. Max Strus apparently could shoot. Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin was a good shooter. Kenny's right. There's a bunch of 3-point shooters on this team, and all of a sudden they all suck. Like every time Gabe shoots, I'm like, is this your first time shooting a basketball, nigga?
So
like,
you're with me. So you're with me, Alf. You're with me. You feel this is intentional.
I don't know what to make of them.
They can't just fucking forget.
You know what, Brass? I get mad at the games where they don't attempt enough threes. Like tonight, they attempted them.
See, to me, I feel like they attempt too many. We won it. I've mentioned this before. We mentioned was it 2 years ago? We won a game where I don't think we made a single three. Am I fucking making that up? I swear to God, we won a game where we didn't even make a three.
And I don't think that's happened like since the 80s. Is that true?
It was damn near. It was damn near. Maybe 1 or 2. I swear we didn't make a single three, and we won the fucking game. And, like, we did, Carltiana?
Carltiana, you gotta give me that game.
Because that was, like, mind-blowing. I want that. I want Spo to go into that fucking locker room, that disheveled fucking shit show of a fucking vibe, and just go, guys, if you fucking shoot a three, you're on the fucking bench. Next man up. And then next game against the fucking Hornets, who are dog shit, fuck them. We can beat them without a fucking three.
No,
go out there and see if you can goddamn make a fucking win a game without a 3-point shot. Just fucking let me see you grit and grind and defend it out. Like,
Brad,
go.
The worst thing they can do is stop shooting. That's the worst thing they can do.
I mean, as a whole, sure, but like, let's see if you can make some. But like, how many fucking? So what was it tonight? 9 of 40 tonight. 9 of 40 tonight.
And It's 7.
Wow.
It's 7 because there was 2. It was 7. It was 7 3-pointers while it was a game. It was actually like 6 3-pointers while it was a game.
Duncan made
I don't give a
points in
shit.
garbage
Well, you're
time.
fucking. We're 9-40, right? We were 9-40.
That's
Yeah.
still disgusting.
Whatever. It's fucking dog shit, garbage, fucking poppycock. If they fucking just. If all those don't do a fucking 3, but just fucking try to make a 2.
No,
just
Brad.
fucking man.
You will never be able to fucking win games in 2023.
You don't know that.
If you can't hit at least 10 threes.
No,
a game.
I agree with you, but like tonight, maybe.
Honestly, at this point, just
Because
throw
you
shit
know
on the
what?
wall.
We weren't fucking winning, attempting fucking garbage, goddamn fucking 3s because we know we can't make them. What are we as a fucking whole this season on fucking 3s? Dog shit. I just looked it up. It literally says NBA.com. Dog shit. That's where we are from 3.
My favorite is the Vic Oladipo 3 that nobody believes is going in. Like,
I don't believe anytime he rises up like this instead of like this, that shit is off.
I don't believe anytime Victor Oladipo shoots a jump shot, I'm like, yeah.
Thank you.
Why would you do it?
So it's a turnover in my mind. Like, it's and
He's
everyone's
just doing it to fuck with us.
Oh,
Next
why-
game, it's a
why don't you
fucking
start
drill.
Vicking?
You are not allowed to shoot beyond the arc.
Why don't you
Just
start
see
Vicking
what
at the
happens. Is it going to be worse than tonight? I doubt it.
I like when they say start Vic at the point. Like,
You do that shit if you want to. Hey, man, I think at some point we're going to have to be honest about his stint in Miami.
I've been there, Kenny. He hasn't been good this year.
Shit.
No, he's had good little stretches, but no. Yeah,
I understand. I'm not
don't
mad at
think-
him because he had 2 catastrophic injuries, but like
Not his fault.
he still gets pacified a whole bunch, and I think at this point we just
Also, not a good fit with Jimmy and Bam. This doesn't
Not at
shoot.
all.
He was. They were good with him last season because they were just so overwhelming defensively that he was like he really made them a force, on defense, and it didn't matter because they can win rock fights. But this year they can't win rock fights, and he's just been a negative on offense, and he's just never healthy.
Yeah, it's been.
And I like
tough.
Victor, but
we need Kyle Lowry back. A healthy Kyle Lowry, an engaged Kyle Lowry.
they need
Whatever
Jesus.
the fuck is going on between him and the
Yes, Kyle
front
Lowry,
office,
get married. Is he married?
Yeah, he's married with kids.
But whatever's
Oh,
going
Oh, he's
on
married?
between
Oh,
him and the
fuck.
front
Well, he's already,
office,
so he's past engaged. God damn it. How do we get Kyle engaged again?
they need to get whatever's going on with them. They need to get the fuck over it. Like whatever like they don't like about Kyle. Oh, your hips are too wide. Like whatever it is.
My thing with Kyle, I know has some good basketball in him, and he has had good basketball with the fucking Heat. That's what drives me fucking crazy. You fucking loser assholes out there acting like he's the worst signing in Heat history. Go fuck yourself. Really, go fuck yourself.
not.
That's
Like,
stupid. Because last year we were a fucking shot away from the fucking finals. God damn it. That's so fucking stupid. And then you go, yeah, with the fucking contract. It's not your fucking money. But, still, there are a multitude of players that were worse. And I'm not even the biggest fucking Kyle Lowry fan. But, clearly there's enough there to be able to run an offense and get some shit going. And guess what? If someone is running the offense, the best fucking point guard in the entire NBA, if he can't make the fucking shots once he kicks it out to you, what good is that fucking point guard? They're dog shit. And you are fucking freaking out, telling them to get him the fuck out of there. You make no fucking sense. No sense.
Did you just call Kyle Lowry the best point guard in the NBA?
No, I didn't. Absolutely not.
Man,
If you had the best point guard in the NBA, it doesn't fucking matter if your players can't make fucking shots. Because, okay, G, can you run some fucking numbers for me? So, are the Heat actually they're the offense is generating open looks, correct? I mean,
The last I checked, they had a top 5 shot quality.
God damn it! How do you have a top 5 shot quality and you're one of the worst shooting teams in the fucking league?
There was some point in the show where Brass turned into Lewis Black, and I'm fucking with it.
No, but Kenny,
Lewis White.
watching the game tonight, how many of those shots were contested?
Man, I wasn't paying no attention to that shit.
So
It doesn't matter. What are you contesting? What are you contesting? All the players just going, I don't know, just like
I'm
doink.
Milwaukee.
Like it's fucking. Why are you fucking contesting shit?
Once I saw the game was out of reach, I was doing other shit. I
My
left the
favorite
house
thing
for a
was
little
like
bit.
Cody Zeller was out here like, I'm a screen for these motherfuckers hard, bro. Like Cody Zeller was like, I'm gonna do my best.
Why
to
does
screen.
Cody Zeller
Like,
have his mouth open?
I'm gonna take my receding hairline and
well,
just
Cody Zeller
fucking.
needs to just fucking Cody go try to screen.
No.
Do
I
not
was about to
screen for these fuckers.
Oh,
They don't deserve screens. Just I need more Cody drives to the basket. Just I want Cody Zeller trying to take people off the dribble because that's how fucking bad this team is. Like,
I thought you were about to say Cody Zeller needs to shave his head. White guys can't do that.
Not at that age. Not at 30. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You know
can't
that
be a
he's-
bald white guy.
You know he's
Let me tell
younger
you
than
something.
Hassan
Let me tell
Whiteside.
you something. White, and we're gonna go off basketball here. White men have an advantage over black men in this way. They still be pulling with cul-de-sacs.
Man,
Like
George
it's like
Costanza.
white women are just okay with that. Like they just okay with it. Like
Are
for
they?
us, we can't be out here with a George Jefferson cul-de-sac. We ain't pulling nothing on that shit.
I
Remember,
can't
you already
be
got
out.
canceled earlier in the show. Like, so you're like fucking riding that out. You're just like
I
going
don't
down
care.
with the show.
No, but it's true. Like white women are okay with cul-de-sacs. Like y'all be having widow's peaks, all kinds of shit. That
Why
black
do
men-
people sometimes people settle for like these ugly ass men like Malika Andrews?
I
with
knew we were
fucking-
gonna come back to
He's
this.
gonna do- I
with
knew he
that-
was gonna
Malika
do it.
Andrews, you are so fucking.
with-
I don't blame you, G, though. But
No, I don't either.
with
but like,
Dave
it's-
McMenamin, whose eyes are like fucking little. He has like the beadiest eyes. He's just an ugly motherfucker.
Jesus Christ, this is G's meanest show.
I
ever.
don't get it. I just want to know why I'm ugly. Why can't I get a Malika Andrews? What's wrong? It's not
You
fair.
probably can. You probably
Not
can.
fair. All I get is
I've-
stalkers.
Hey, G, I lived a great life in my 20s, getting a bunch of women I had no business being able to get.
I need to know what Dave McMenamin is doing.
Someone said I got a boulevard right now, not a cul-de-sac. Listen, I do what I can. You know?
Hey, man, at least you got something. My shit is out of here.
Somebody's
Yeah,
like Ime
no, I got a
Udoka
great
situation.
barber. I
Wasn't
got
Ime
good
Udoka an
genetics.
NBA player? Did he
What's
still
that?
play?
Yeah,
dude.
for the Spurs.
Fucking former ball player. Like, life's different for them.
And Ime Udoka, used to
Kevin
be a
Durant's an
fucking handsome
ugly
dude.
motherfucker. Kevin Durant pulls.
I disagree.
He's
Did you see
hideous.
last week's
Nah, he's
Black in Time? I think we learned enough. Should we play last week's Black
Let's
in
play
Time?
last week's Black in Time real quick.
Okay.
Katie's hideous.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Looking Black in Time.
Known as the Moses of her people, Harriet Tubman was enslaved, escaped, and helped others gain their freedom as a conductor of the Underground Railroad. Tubman also served as a scout, spy, guerrilla soldier, and nurse for the Union Army during the Civil War. Tubman used a network of escape routes and safe houses in 1849 when she and two of her brothers escaped north. Tubman returned to the South several times and helped dozens of others escape. She was never caught and never lost a passenger. One of the most frequent railroad riders was this man. Tubman was able to ferry him from Seattle to Oklahoma, California, New York, and finally Arizona. How did they navigate this treacherous terrain under the cover of night without maps? By secretly outlining the routes on various body parts.
This was another edition of Looking Black in Time.
It's a good question. Should Kevin Love start?
At this point, you know what? I got what I needed to get off my chest already.
Kenny's come full circle.
I mean, look, like I said, however many minutes ago, I'm washing my hands of the season anyway. But fuck it, I trust Eric Spoelstra. I'm not angry anymore, so I'm speaking clearly and objectively. I trust Eric Spoelstra enough to sit and watch and see how it works.
Kenny, here's my thing, and we keep going back and forth on this. And yes, the Nick Nurse joke was excellent. Somebody in the chat said, because it took me a while to get the Nick
It
Nurse
was a
joke.
slow burn, but
It's a slow burn. Also, underrated was my 12 Angry Men joke in the latest
I
Black
agree.
in Time. A deep cut. But anyway, Kenny, here's and honestly, I'm way too drunk to be trying to have this conversation.
I'm loving this.
Realizing as I'm saying, I'm like,
this is my favorite show in the year.
The thing is, you are so upset about fucking up the starting lineup. The reason the starting lineup is so good is not Caleb Martin. It's not Kyle Lowry. It's not Tyler Hero. It's one of the few minutes per game that Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo are on the floor together.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
It has
That's true.
nothing to do with Caleb Martin. And I like Caleb. I love Caleb. I love Tyler. I love Kyle. I love Gabe. I love all these motherfuckers.
Because Kyle got his on the bench.
The Kyle minutes
He got his.
were amazing in the starting lineup.
Really good.
Everybody looks great next to Jimmy and Bam. It is not Caleb Martin that's making the starting lineup so good. What happens is,
watch you raising his hand like
yeah, what?
Add numbers.
You gotta go.
When you bring Kevin Love in the starting lineup, you have a floor spacer, you have a little bit more offense, and he's not going to hurt that starting lineup because everybody looks good next to Jimmy and Bam. But what it does is it puts Caleb back on the bench, and it should, in theory, help the bench unit going forward. That's the thing. Hey. It's not about Caleb Martin not being good enough. What it is about is Caleb Martin being one of the best things that happened to our bench, and one of the guys that replicates some of what Jimmy Butler does. But when you have him in the starting lineup and you're trying to stagger him, it helps the rotations to have a guy in a starting lineup that makes sense next to Bam and put Caleb, like, stop starting a 6'5" power forward. Like, stop being cute about that shit. No more of that. Like, no more one guy over 6'5" in the entire starting lineup. Like, let's stop doing that. Let's put guys back in their proper positions, proper roles, and let that shit play out properly. Like, that is the whole thing with Kevin Love in the starting lineup. It is not that Caleb done a bad job. Whoever you throw in the starting lineup is going to look great because they're playing with Jimmy and Bam.
Alf, I'll say this. I'll say this in defense of Tyler, and then I got to go because I'm going to a party.
Fuck your party.
I know. So, Bam.
I'm so old. I'm like, a party at this time.
That's once things start, Alf. Jimmy
Party
Bam.
over me?
Jimmy Bam, Hero, Caleb together, they're plus almost 9. If Caleb sits and it's just those three, they're plus 10. Now, if you sit Caleb and Tyler, they're only plus 3. And where I'll disagree with you is I think it's the three of them. I think it's their three best players playing together. It's not even just like Tyler shooting, but it's just the fact that they have three legit playmakers, and those are their three best players, and that's what they got to ride with. And whoever the fourth and fifth guy are, they're interchangeable, at least with this unit, at least with this team. But those three guys are fucking really good.
Hey,
and
for me,
the ceiling raisers at those other two positions on this team are Kyle Lowry. I feel like it's not a wild thing to say that the ceiling raisers on this team at point guard and power forward are the only two Hall of Famers at point guard and power forward. Like, if you really want to if this team is going to reach another level, the Hall of Famers at the two positions of need probably should play with those other guys.
Alf, what is the next most unnecessarily disrespected Heat player?
Who's that?
After Kyle Lowry is so unbelievably disrespected by G. He's probably got a fucking anime book party or something. I don't know.
No, it's a real party.
No, TB has some real shit
doubt it. I very much doubt it. But like, I there's so many fucking weirdos. I mean, one, I hope we booted from the fucking chat tonight. Like, there's so much Kyle hate. And like, there are plenty of players that I have not cared for as a Heat fan. Like, I don't really want them on my team anymore. But like, the hate of Kyle Lowry is bizarre. It's weird. It's weird. Like, yeah, probably. Like, I just don't get it. And it truly made me turn a corner. And I kind of did a 180 because I was just like, fucking Kyle, what the fuck? To like, well, maybe he's hurt. Let's give him another chance when he comes back healthy.
Brass, I do it all the time. I go too far the other way.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, Duncan Robinson has become one of my favorite players because of how
much he's
ridiculous the
hated.
hate got.
Yeah.
And the same thing has happened with Kyle Lowry. It's like, it's not even that like I like these motherfuckers that much. It's like I feel like it is my duty as a Heat fan to counteract the overabundance of hate in their direction.
But I feel
the funny thing is, to me, Brass, the guys that people are like, we don't need them because we have such and such, right? Kyle. We don't need Kyle because we have Gabe. Gabe has been certified trash lately, right? Okay. We don't need Duncan because we have Max. Max has been certified trash lately, right? Like, at some point, I'm just like, you guys, you want to replace these guys so badly with these mid motherfuckers. And honestly, maybe they're all mid, but you got to pay somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole thing.
My thing is, the biggest Kyle haters during the regular season last year, again, this is not the playoffs, when he absolutely fell off. Very, very clearly because of injury, by the way, right? Am I crazy? Mm-hmm. I mean, he was hurt.
Yeah.
No, he was hurt in the postseason.
Clear.
He shouldn't have been playing.
Very clear. He shouldn't even been playing, let alone just like whatever his output. Like, he played, but like he shouldn't have been. But the regular season, people act like he was shit. I mean, if you didn't know any better, and you look at Kyle Lowry's status on the team now, you go, oh well, Kyle's the worst signing in Heat history. He must have been terrible this season and last season.
Fucking money stuff, man.
Shit.
Leave us alone with these people.
Okay, it's
contracts.
dead money. That's why.
But it's
Take
not
the
money. Like, it's not.
It's not
money. Like,
okay. But
yeah,
hear me out.
so
Were you
valuable to
going to
someone?
sign Lonzo Ball? Is Lonzo Ball one of your targets? Because if Lonzo Ball is one of your targets, very much dead money. Literally dead money. Because you know what? Because Kyle can still come back and do fucking literally anything. He can show up and fucking smile on the court, whereas like Lonzo cannot. Okay, personal for me because the All-Star game we saw from Dwayne and Kyle's general asshole. Listen,
I don't even remember that.
Okay, but like, yeah,
But no,
is
but
Kyle an
Bryce, you're
asshole on the
making an
court?
excellent
Yeah,
point.
sure. Does he flop a lot? Yeah, absolutely. Am I annoyed by that? Sure.
Brash, you're making an excellent point because so many people wanted that money to go to Lonzo Ball. Like, it's a crapshoot at the time. Like, that's the thing. Is like we do all this revisionist history. Like, we all look like fucking great secondhand GMs on Twitter because, oh, you should have never signed Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry was the hottest free agent that summer. Like, let's not get that shit twisted.
In that moment, it was the best fucking signing available. And go to fucking hell, every one of you that disagrees with that. That was the fucking best.
It was.
Fucking
Because
pickup at that moment.
Dinwiddie.
And he is the fucking, like, Jimmy is the fucking, I don't know, or Kyle's the godfather. I don't know, fucking, whatever. Something fucking godfather of the fucking kids. Like, clear. This is what you get after an hour and 43 minutes. Do you not want this? Because we can fucking end the show an hour ago.
I got to pee so fucking bad, man. I'm sticking around, but my bladder's gonna explode.
I don't give a shit. I'm fucking vibing. This is great. But anyway, like fucking Kyle, I don't understand the hate. There are plenty of players in Heat history that I have not cared for.
You know what, Brass? At 1 hour and 45 minutes into this show, I will make a concession. 5 years for Duncan Robinson was really fucking dumb. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you could have, I would have rather you gave him 3 years, 75.
It wasn't the money, it was the years.
90.
Well, this is the funniest part about that. They didn't even have time to really negotiate against anybody. He was available to sign. He was the first announcement after Lonzo.
But it make no sense. Like, why did you give him 5 years?
Yeah, that's dumb.
Like, why did we lock him up? Like, goddamn, like this dude was. First of all, it was like he didn't even have that good of a 2021.
Right.
Like, it was like that was like I kept it to myself.
Yeah, they feel like, okay, well, we signed him for 5. We get like the next year we can get rid of him. Like it's a fucking great
you
contract.
can't.
No, it's not. It's really
once
not.
you sign somebody for 5, like you stuck with that motherfucker till like year 3.5. Like so, if they had done
you
a
better
3-year
fucking
deal, like
pray he can make a basket. And
I would have preferred a 3-year 75 than a 5-year 90. Like you've handcuffed yourselves. Like, and then you decided to stop using the motherfucker. That's the wild thing to me.
Halfway through his first season in the contract, they're just like, "Fuck this shit."
For Max Drew, like because
who also can't buy a bucket now, so it's like okay.
But I will say the people that were saying like Max is the perfect Duncan replacement only for like 6 months.
Yeah. And then Max became who Max is. You know, it was so.
And Max is shit.
The weird part to me.
Max is shit. Max is equal shit to Duncan. For a long time. I just want to point that out. Like
no, and then Griffin Racy points out the 4th-year option is a player option.
Oh, he's taking that. Fuck
wild.
It is not a.
Who's Duncan agent? We need to talk to him.
If you were like, listen, Duncan, we're gonna pay you a fuckload of money, but we're gonna have the call on your fucking option year. Like that would be fine, but no. Kyle's idea. Kyle hates Duncan. Jimmy prefers Strus because he fouled less. I don't think that is true. Why does Kyle hate Duncan?
I don't know.
I don't know what Fez is talking.
Fez, what are you talking
Fez
about?
drunk too. Shout out to you, Fez.
Shout out to Fez.
Do we have any? We don't have. It's been 32 minutes since the fight. Let me get
one
one more. Come on, please. One more sub. I want one more shot, and then we'll ride this out till whatever the fuck happens.
See, okay, so Doc GBF says, wait a minute, y'all told me Duncan's contract was average for a starter, which it was, but then you benched him, and that we could easily trade him. You could have if you
at that point in time
when he was a starter, but now he's not a starter and he's a
man.
Well, also
this is not a fucking told you so moment. Like what are we doing here? You can't like flip our words against us like we're not gonna understand what we said in the context of it.
Duncan should have been an easy trade.
If it wasn't 5 years.
It was the
what
years.
What were we doing with the 5 years? Like, what did we owe?
It was the years, and also everybody. Listen, guys, can we all fucking get together? Like, if you stop shitting on fucking players, like at least act like they're okay, because other players watch shit. Okay, other peers, fucking other fans and teams watch shit. You're talking shit about their fucking players, and like, god damn it. We could have fucking traded the fucking players, but you're sitting here and you're like, God, worst fucking city of fucking history. Meanwhile, like we can't get rid of them. Oh, really? No shit. We can't fucking get rid of them. No shit. Because you're out here in whatever rooms, either your attic or your fucking basement, talking shit about like, the fucking bullshit, fucking worst player, fucking history. Like, no shit, man. God damn it. You fucking ruined us. You fucking motherfuckers. Back in the fucking day, we could fucking sign this shit and get away with it. But meanwhile, you're like, nah, we're fucking signing, fucking
Brad,
fire.
Do you think anybody ever cared about PJ Brown's contract?
No, probably not.
Length
really.
and what salary cap implications.
Absolutely not. No one gave a shit. Listen, PJ Brown's a fucking go for flipping Tim fucking
Charlie Ward, I think.
Fucking Charlie, yeah, PJ Ward. Fucking that's fucking goated. Goated. Hang the fuck. Listen, if we're being real, that needs to be in the fucking rafters, not fucking Dan Marino.
Put that in Championship Alley. I don't care that they didn't win.
You know
Championship Alley. That shit.
Said,
thank you, JJ. That should absolutely fucking flip.
Somebody was like, "Oh, Duncan got benched for a reason." When Duncan got benched, he was hitting 40% from 3.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
By the way, I just want y'all to know that. Like when Duncan got benched, for like 6 to 8 weeks before he got benched, he was hitting
6 to 8. It's always 6 to 8
from
weeks.
three.
Always 6 to 8 weeks.
He hit 7 threes in game 1 of the playoffs and never touched the floor again.
The cap's
Oh,
already off.
the first game against the fucking Hawks, that motherfucker went.
Brad, you might not want to drink that right now. You kind of out of here. But Brad does bring up a
Fuck
good
you,
point.
Kenny.
We had a Heat watch party live broadcasted from Duffy's, and you did not show up.
We haven't even discussed this, but I'm going to be down there the first week of April. I'm just saying.
Oh, we doing it?
Haven't even
I
discussed it.
got a baby now.
I'm there.
Can I bring my
Listen,
baby
I
to
have
the
2
watch
fucking
party?
babies. They're grown, but like I have 2 fucking babies. FOH, Alf.
Fuck
Come
it.
on.
We're 2 hours in. I'm starting the new job by then. I'm not
go-
gonna be able to make it.
Kenny.
Look at this.
Kenny.
Look how cute she is.
Kenny. Does Tyler care about that job? I don't think so. Let's fucking do this, baby. Come on.
You know what? He might be right. I might have to figure something out.
Thank you.
When do
Thank
I
you.
start on
Kenny,
March
why the
6th?
fuck you go? Oh, Kenny, I'm gonna be in Dallas Sunday through Tuesday.
Shit, I'm about to be broke as hell. But hey, we can figure something
I
out.
got money. We'll hang out. I pay.
Yeah, I'm about to. Hey, shit, I've been.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at that.
That's
Adorable.
a fucking gorgeous kid, man. Fucking
Gorgeous.
How did I make that? That don't even make no damn sense.
Fucking, it's nice to see some fucking Heat thing makes.
Oh my god, my bladder's gonna explode.
Listen. I think what we should do. If someone said this is the part of hot we're at, yes, where I'm just. Yeah, we got. I mean, come on,
I'm
guys.
fucked up. Listen, I'm excited that we're doing we'll do like a 5 reasons one that's like all uppity and the fucking like, ooh, we're talking about the game. But like, I'm excited about the fucking. Listen, please, if you haven't, Twitch people that are still, or not Twitch, YouTube people that are still sticking around, twitch.tv/Miami Heat Beat.
I
Go
don't know
to
if I want
that.
them niggas over there though, man.
Sign it. Listen, if they go through that process, they're cool enough for me. Sign us up. Like fucking come on. Come to me. We need you. We're gonna have fun. This is the worst. Like we started this episode like fucking Alf's like, I don't even want to do this. My fucking computer and camera doesn't work, mic doesn't work. But like, yeah, this is it. This is the fucking vibe. There's gonna be like maybe one show a week that's like super prepared, and one show that's fucking this. And I want you along with us. Let's do this. We're gonna have a good time. And what were you saying, Alf?
What? We're gonna do one of these shows is gonna be YouTube, and
I already
Twitch,
said that.
and one of the shows is gonna be Twitch only. Did you say all that?
I pretty much did.
What did you want me to say? I'm drunk.
Yeah, I thought you were rolling.
I'm not preparing for any more shows this season. So hey, YouTube audience, good luck. But I'm not giving you no numbers or no shit like that.
Wait, you're not coming on shows?
No, I'm coming on shows. I'm just not gonna be prepared for them. You're gonna have to like.
It's fine, man. Listen, we all got opinions and vibes. We're all vibing.
Honestly,
Listen, this team doesn't prepare. We don't prepare. All right, the simple as that.
Oh,
I'm tired.
somebody
Listen,
wants me to
Black
keep
and Time is
talking about
done.
Duncan.
I'm fucking rolling at this point. I don't even
Somebody
gotta
said
worry about shit.
I was talking about Duncan. I should keep talking.
Yeah, talk about Duncan. Talk
I
about
know, I did.
Abe Duncan.
What else I gotta say?
Abe Duncan.
They should never get a motherfucker 5 years. Like 5
Yeah, that was a
years,
little
bro.
crazy.
That's like Larry Johnson in 1990.
Should have been 10.
Like,
Should have been
they
10
gave
years.
5 years to like Zion and Williamson. Like, why did they give this motherfucker 5 days? What were they doing?
Listen, Duncan is
Like,
going to play
honestly,
more games than Zion.
They're doing an Andy Ellisberg like inside the Heat. I want every question to be, why did you give Duncan Robinson 5 years? And why did you think that was the shit to do? Because the thing about Duncan Robinson is, Eric the great question. We're gonna get to that in a second. Manso's been ducking me, talking about he was out of the country and shit. We'll get to that in a second. But like, what was I saying? Duncan Robinson, like 5 years. Like what? Like you get 5 years to a motherfucker like you like listen, staple of the frame. They never gave Dwayne Wade a 5-year contract.
Man,
They never gave Dwayne Wade a 5-year contract. Like, what were they doing? Like, you give Duncan Robinson a 2 to 3 year contract, and let's say instead of 16, remember it's an escalating contract. So by like year 5, he's making like 21. Right now, he's making like 16, 15. It's not a big contract, but like I would have gave him that money up front and gave him a big contract. So like next year, he's an expiring. It is wild what they did. Like
the maximum years.
Like Andy Ellisberg should have the answer. Like it should be 30 minutes of him explaining why Duncan Robinson got the Kyle Lowry contract is an excellent contract. Like that's a $30 million expiring contract next year.
Get him out of this.
It's a solid contract.
If you need to, he's out of here this summer.
And fuck you, nerdy motherfuckers that disagree with that. It's a solid contract.
There's not a lot of bad contracts.
Who were you actually? Show me fucking proof. Show me the fucking proof of who you wanted as point guard at that point. Show me the fucking proof. Was it Lonzo because you lost? Okay, so who else was it? Because we needed a fucking point guard. There's been a lacking amount of point guards on this fucking Miami Heat team in general, right? Throughout history.
No, they needed it. And
this team
Kyle.
desperately needed it.
And I love the Kyle signing, and I still like the Kyle signing. I still think he's going to give you something.
I love the Kyle signing. I don't even love Kyle.
I don't. That's one thing people are like. Oh, you love Kyle Lowry? I don't like Kyle Lowry. Fuck him.
No, he's a flopping fuck pussy. Like, listen, the fucking flop.
Wait, he's a flopping what?
Listen, the floppage going on from this dude, and I generally don't like his vibe. I genuinely don't like the vibe.
I don't like Kyle. My wife all the time is
don't.
Like, I can't stand that motherfucker. Like she barely watches Heat games, and she can't stand Kyle Lowry. Why is he always crying? Why is he always complaining?
Always. Arms going up.
Yeah. She can't stand
this shit. It's like, well, come on, man.
I do know he's the best option for point guard on the fucking Heat. Like, they need his ass.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right.
Almost in 2 hours.
Almost done, Brass. And I'm done. I'm getting.
Do we want to play Black and Time one more time and then call it at the end of it?
Yeah. Just do you want a buzzer? Because we still have a decent amount of viewers.
We said this is going to be a short
pretty
show
solid.
We're almost at 2 hours.
All right,
it's true. Yeah, I mean, I don't give a shit. I'll fucking hit the buzzer right now. I don't really care.
All right, let's okay, for everybody in the chat.
I would like one more person to give us a sub, and then we'll do Black and Time, and then we'll be done. Come on.
I should have brought my fucking vodka in here. I'm drunk tonight. I'm just I haven't been this drunk on a fucking hot in a long time.
And it's funny because
great, right?
I was supposed to be that drunk tonight.
Oh, it's great, right?
It is, but I can't do this all the time. Like
not all the time.
You know what?
Only once a week.
It's our first Friday show in however long. We can do it
in a minute.
Yeah, we can do it.
I got my haircut for this shit.
Oh, I want to get a haircut tomorrow. So
I wish I could get a haircut, man.
Kenny, tell me how you feel about this.
I'm supposed to meet up with Frankie tomorrow.
My barber used a beard hot comb on me today. How do you feel about that?
Why is anybody using the hot? Well, why would you use
because like if not my beard like he straight it became like. And it curled back up, but I might buy that shit just right before I go out. My shit was like down here, you know what I'm saying?
I probably would because I used to have a real long beard. I probably would do that because I wasn't.
How long? Show me how long, Kenny.
Oh no, I was able to pull up to up here.
But show me where the beard went down to.
It was down here.
Oh shit! When was that?
Real long. Before I stopped going to the barbershop.
God
COVID.
Damn. People were walking around going wow, you're wise.
Honestly, what happened
accepted Kenny's opinion about everything.
Caleb should start. Kyle should fucking start,
Then he
and
said
like
that's-
Duncan is
That
the
steak
best
is
shooter
overcooked.
of all
And
time.
everybody was like, well, I guess it is. Look at this nigga's beard.
No, but honestly, like first, like combing it was a bitch, and then like my hairline was just too trash when to keep going to the barber shop. So I just started just doing everything myself, and I don't trust myself to line myself up, and like it got to be short from line myself up.
Kenny, you got to do something about your mustache. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna put
Yeah, it's pretty trash, but I'm not.
I'm gonna put you on full screen. Yes,
Oh
Like,
man,
Oh, so I haven't touched my face in like 3 weeks. That's why it looks like this.
I'm saying you got the Stevie Wonder fucking facial hair and shit. And Stevie Wonder got an excuse because he's blind.
Yeah, I haven't touched my shit. I was gonna cut it today, but
Like,
fuck it.
nigga, you get your mustache in your milkshake. Like, just you need to just trim that shit around. Like, don't do that. Like, you got
I'm
hair
real
going
at one
all the
point.
way to your lip at every angle. Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm putting you
I'm
back.
gonna cut it at some point.
I've been thinking of like
But-
shaving. Like I don't know. I think I might be done with this.
I don't look. I wouldn't do that. I tried that one time when I was
No,
like 20.
Listen,
It's
Kenny, let me tell you what you're doing wrong. You've decided that because you don't have a lot of hair, you don't need to go to the barber. Yes, you still do.
Fuck
Like
that
somebody
shit.
got to fix that shit around your lip,
Man,
Like,
look, I will look bad before I sit there and wait for a haircut again.
first of all,
Fuck it.
oh my God, Kenny, I gotta give you so much game. Why are you waiting for a haircut? You make an appointment.
Well, I'm in a new city, so I'm not doing that. And then, like, my barber was a little too sketchy anyway. Like, he was like sneaking around the COVID stuff. I wasn't trusting all that, so I just stopped going.
My barber, as soon as COVID hits, built his own barber shop in his garage.
Kenny's
Like-
afraid of some Sweeney Todd shit happening and fucking. That's a musical
Kenny,
nerd.
you got to get your shit together. Come on,
Fuck that shit.
We finding. I'm gonna be in Dallas on Sunday night. We're gonna get you a barber by the time I leave on Tuesday.
Nah, man. I'm gonna be honest too, because we're late enough in the show. It hasn't stopped anything. Like I'm still.
That's what you think. That's what you think. You know what I'm
I
saying?
had to take a break. I was fucking going insane. I
That's
had
what
to
you
do
think. You know, like a frog don't realize he's boiling. And, you know what I mean? That's where, you know, I don't know if you
I
guys
ain't-
understand where I'm coming from with that.
Man, I'm not leaving my house to cut my hair. I'll have my shit uneven. I don't even care. I'm not doing it. It's too convenient.
Kenny, you
It's
look
too
like
convenient.
Stevie Wonder circa 1978.
I'll do that,
No
man.
goddamn sense.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm not going back to no barbershop.
Even Stevie can see his team is shit.